Are we live yet? We're good. What's going on, everyone? We got Lucky Butter up here talking about how's everyone doing. Anyone working the new struggle taco today, as Mr. Jones puts it. Uh, Savage Saint says, "What up, Butter? I went to next tonight and hit the bell. Can't go wrong with Taco Bell. Too lazy to cook after work." Lucky Butter says, "Savage Saint, I feel you. Enjoy cooking. Dark times with my chef. I love Taco Bell though, man. That's a good choice." Adam Gonzalez, what's going on, man? Samson says, "Need some laughs after the week I've had. Let's do this." Time for G Gang. Happy Sunday, mofos. That's right. Let's see. Just trying to get through a few messages real quick. Like says, hopefully Sonny delivers on those laughs. Oh man, now I got pressure. Wouldn't it suck like this whole show was just depressing? Like Savage said, it was like I should never have watched this show, or should have had a better week, and then the show would have been just a weird end cap for it. Let's see. I'm sure the week I'm gonna be a better one. Sure. Looking better. Got some quality time with the kids. Yeah, that's good. Mostly work. Usually depressing few days in work this time of year. Mark C, what's going on, man? Lucky Buzz says, pretty smooth weekend. Nothing crazy happened. I'm reading all these messages. Just like, I mean, FBI tapping into something's phone line. Like trying to listen for something. Like, no, they're just asking about each other's week. Yeah, I don't know. They haven't said anything illegal yet. Oh, audio is okay. Hold on, let me figure out the audio again. Let's see. So D's here audio. Let me kill that stereo. Is that a little bit better? Kind of staticky. Man, so I went back to StreamYard, as y'all can tell by the duck, wherever it's at, right there. I was gonna have the Legend Collector online tonight. I'd message him all through the week. I was like, "Hey man," I go, "We're still good for this week." He's like, "Yeah, we're good for Sunday." I was like, "Sweet, good for Sunday." And he was like, "What are we gonna do?" I was like, "We're talking about some different things. We're gonna talk about Thor: Love and Thunder." I go, "Since it hit Disney Plus, I'm assuming everybody's seen it already. We're gonna chat about that." And he was like, "Whoa, hold on, Thor: Love and Thunder's on Disney Plus. I haven't seen it yet." So he's like, "I gotta cancel, so I watch Thor: Love and Thunder tonight." So instead of being on the night, he went ahead and watched Thor: Love and Thunder. And no, I'm just kidding. He was really good, so he's gonna come on maybe next week. But we have a few things planned, me and him. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's better soon though. But yeah, yes, I was in StreamYard because I don't know how to make a guest into Streamlabs just yet. So I got a week to figure that out so I can get back to my Marvel Legends box. And I could probably have him a special little box as well. Let's see. It says Mike Smith said he keeps going. Hey man, okay, the chat was slower than what I saw. Right? Still static. Let's see. Did they stream your build? Oh, audio again? All right, hold on. Where's my headset? Let's try. Let's see if this works. Let's see. And y'all know that's why I'm messing with this StreamYard. Let's see. Is that any better? Hopefully that's better. Got my sportscaster headset on. Still got audio difficulties. Let's see. Oh yeah, Lucky Butter. It's a Savage Center referring to 9/11. Yeah, I forget that New York would feel a lot differently about that than the rest of the world, or not differently, but it hits closer to home. Uh, Marcus, he says the duck is bad news. Yeah, man, that sucks. Let's see. Joe says a duck. Are you Rocco or what now? I forgot he has a duck. I forgot he has a duck. I'm gonna have to do the duck thing. Let's see. So, let's see. What up, Nasser? The Texans. So I'm rocking them tonight. Uh, shock me. They would shock me even more if they won, but the tie will take a tie. Still undefeated.
Still static. All right, hold on, let me see. Audio again. Echo cancellation. How's that? Is that any better? Oh wait, whoa, much better. Ah, crap. So hold on. Let me go back to what I was doing, what I did before. Stupid StreamYard take forever to see my messages. All right, so there it is. Okay. Let's see. Rick Jones is here. Says Rick Jones, yo, says Lucky Butter. Matt Logic 44, what's going on, man? Mr. Jones. Finished Cobra Kai and Love and Thunder. Ordered a bunch of toys and new third-party console with over 117,000 games. Dang. Yeah, see, Marcus E knows what's up. He says, sounded a lot better for now. All right, let's see. Audio's better. Sweet. Back to back. Yeah, I switched it again. I switched it back. I switched it back. All right. Adam says, how'd your Texans do today? They surprised everyone by pulling off a tie. It would have been better if they pulled off a win, which is where they were headed. But as I stated on Facebook, the Houston Texans are like when you carry all of your groceries to your front door all at once, you get to your door, and then every bag breaks and all your groceries fly everywhere. And then a bird comes and poops on your face. Like, that's the best metaphor I can explain for being the Houston Texans. They get all the way there. You think they're gonna be good. You think it's gonna happen, and it just falls off. It sucks, but it's the way of life with them. Wolfpack Toy Review, what's going on, man? Obi-Wan Chigonis, what's up, man? Mark Z says, just be the TikTok superstar. I don't know why, but I don't even really advertise TikTok, and it hit 200 and something followers today, which is weird. So I don't even look at TikTok. Like, I have a TikTok, but I don't spend time on TikTok looking at other people's TikTok because it's usually just girls dancing around, and it depresses me because they have tons of followers and stuff, and it's just because like they got boobs, and it's very disheartening for someone who creates content. Like but says, Marcy, it definitely shows how much we use the internet. Savage audio's cracking like Ultron's mouth. Ah, crap. Okay, I'm good. Okay, says I'm good. You turn off the chat. I didn't think I turned off the chat. Okay. We can't jinx anymore at this point. No, we can't. Olu, what's going on, man? It says Sunday worship. Let's see. Am says I gotta get into dancing. I thought about this. Actually, no. People did tell me because I do have a TikTok for like I was trying to do my comedy on TikTok, and they actually muted one of my jokes because it had apparently words that you can't say on TikTok. So I was back again. God, this man, Savage StreamYard. Savage Yard. My bad, Savage. Your name mixed up with StreamYard. StreamYard sucks. Let's see. Let's try that one. Automatically adjust mic volume. It's on and crackling. Snack crackle and pop. CIG message. All right, let's see what we got. Turn off the echo thing. So I did turn off the echo thing, and that's what happened. I turned off the echo thing, and it was good for a minute, and it came back. So hopefully this is better. I turned on the mic auto adjust. I'm wondering if I can just like throw a different stream into here. I don't think it's gonna work that way. Marcus, he says, okay, don't. All right, I'm not gonna mess with anything. If it's there, we're good. All right. Marcus, he says, I ain't gonna say anything. Just appreciate this while it lasts. Yeah, dude. I don't know what. I hate StreamYard. Like, so it kind of sucks. I eat Toy Hunter. What's going on, man? The chat is slow. Yeah, the chat's pretty slow tonight. I don't know what's going on with that either. Uh, let's see. All right, Marcus, you saying Joey, don't jinx it. Don't jinx the sound. We're good. We're good now. All right, we're good. Sweet. Uh, Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm glad everybody finally got to see it. Uh, my parents came over yesterday, and my dad was like, "Oh, I wasted an hour and a half watching Thor: Love and Thunder." I was like, "It wasn't that bad, Dad." And he was like, "It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So now my dad's not allowed to be in my house anymore. He's gonna throw that Thor hate around. Let's see. Lucky Butter says, "Oh wait, I Eat Toy Hunter is the birthday boy. Happy birthday, man." Lucky Butter says, "I love Sonny trying to get better, but more issues come with new change, keeping you back to the old audio setup." Yeah, man. Yeah. Like every time I complain to StreamYard, like, "Oh yeah, the audio was bad," they were like, "Try, what did they say? Try Firefox." So I did Firefox, and then Firefox was bad. They're like, "Try Chrome. Don't use Firefox." I'm like, "Man, y'all don't." I'm gonna punch every one of y'all fools. Let's see. Obi-Wan Chigona says Marcus Butter. Okay. Joey says you want a live stream guest since you got canceled. Joey, you want to come on? Joey, do you want to come on? I'll go send you a link, Joey. If you want to come on, we'll get Joey on. Let me see. Let me get the guest link wherever it's at. See, we could do a surprise guest and have Joey on if you want to come on. Mr. Jones says I love and Thunder. It was super colorful. I love the soundtrack. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was put together nicely. NASA says just got a couple of Dark Troopers from BBTS plus a bunch of those new Spider-Man Legends. Love that Null figure. Man, I still haven't seen that Null figure in person. Okay, cool. Joey's gonna hop on. Let me send him this link real quick. If I can figure this out. All right, let me see. Oh, where we at? All right, hold on, Joe. I gotta email myself the link so that I can send it to you. Link. All right. Savage Saint says, "Hey, son, I forgot to ask last week. How's the comedy competition going?" So the comedy competition this coming Tuesday, I will be competing in the semifinals. So it was weird. Like last time they gave us 3 to 5 minutes to perform. Now they're giving us 4 to 6 minutes to perform. And I think if I make it to the finals, we get like 6 to 8 minutes to perform. So it should be interesting. But yeah, so that'll be Tuesday. Tuesday I will go back to compete. Gonna reuse my same jokes and probably add in 2 or 3 more. Hopefully I can get this one recorded. I didn't realize. So it's at a club called Cap City Comedy. Previously, before the pandemic happened, they did not allow you to record inside the venue. The new owners don't care. I didn't realize that. So hopefully I'll get it recorded this time. Obi-Wan Chigona says, Love and Thunder, best sleep I've had in weeks. Dang it, man. It wasn't that bad. Lucky Butter says, Mr. Jones, hey, there's some great games on those 2 consoles. I might need to look at that, getting that third-party console. I like a lot of the older games. Matt Logic 44 says, enjoying Texas. Weather been good this week. Anything good this week, Lucky Butter? Hey, the weather in Texas has been pretty good. We had some rain. Hasn't hit over 100 this week, so we're pretty good. Lucky Butter also says he needs to mess with that Null figure. You know, the guy who created Null, Donnie Cates, lives here in Austin. So maybe if I get that figure in, I'll be like, hey, what's up, dude? You wanna review it with me? I don't think so, because he has a blue check on his stuff, so I can't talk to him. Clockwork Orgy, what's going on, man? Says long time Sonny. Hey fellas, what's the recap? Oh, we're just talking about Thor: Love and Thunder, one of the best movies to come out of the MCU in years. Now, okay, so it's not one of the best movies. I just don't think it's as bad as people say it is. It's better than Miss Marvel, let's put it that way. And as I say that, I realize half of my live stream will go away. Marcus G says, wasn't a huge fan of Love and Thunder. Didn't hate it, just a lot of the humor didn't work for me. Matt Lodge 44 says, which club? I was just there, nice venue. Oh yeah, Cap City Comedy Club over in the Domain. Oh, looks like we got Joey. Joey, can you hear me? I don't even know if you can hear me. I can't hear you, so hold on. You ready to come onto the live stream? Give me a thumbs up. You ready? All right. Let's
What's
add
good,
Joey.
man?
Hey, what's up, Joey?
How y'all doing tonight, man?
All right. So everybody, if y'all don't know, this is Joey. He did say I was D tier, so he came on to make me C tier. No, yeah, no, man. So how many views does that video have now?
It's just under 33K.
God, that's so many views, man.
It's
That's cool
fucking,
though, man. That's cool.
it's crazy, dude. I didn't expect it to be that big. I thought it was gonna be a big video, but man, it got way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, yeah. I just think it's funny how like the amount of hate that you got for it from like the people who you rated low and also their fans that they were like,
All the fans, especially.
yeah,
So fans,
I'm
especially.
I wouldn't call them their minions, but they kind of were like that.
It's
So
more, it's more like minions. You're right, bro.
yeah.
Especially the D Amazing minions.
Oh,
Like D Amazing made no comment on it at all, but like his fans, oh fuck, they
so
were.
that is one thing about D Amazing. I know he tries to keep beef off the internet. Cause I've chatted with him. He was nicer to me than you. I'm just saying. But yeah.
He's been a dick to a lot of people from what I've heard on the internet. Like I
You
know him. I know him and Shardimus had beef at one point. I know him and Boog had beef at one point.
But you know what's funny? Cause like people will say they're like, oh man, these people were mean to someone on the internet, whatever. I have friends personally in real life that will like if someone compliments me on the internet, be like, oh Sonny, you're such a nice guy. That fool will swoop in and be like, you must not know him in person. Like this guy's a prick. And I'm like.
For real, for
I'm
real.
like, chill, man. Some people try to be gangsta on the internet. I'm trying to be a extremely nice person on the internet. So,
I'm I'm just being real, man. I just say exactly what's on my mind on the internet. You know.
yeah, yeah. I
But
can't say what's on my mind. Last time I did, people got mad at me, and I was like, ah, crap, okay.
people got mad at me too.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They did get mad at you too. Yeah. Now I'm just like, I'm just gonna make fun of whatever I can, and if y'all take anything serious, then that's on y'all. But,
Yeah, dude.
uh,
This is the second live stream I've been on today. I was on Dan Who's live stream earlier.
oh yeah, that's cool.
That was
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
dope. So you crossed the pond and everything. Did you tell him R.I.P. to the Queen?
No, I don't give a shit about no queen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Man, so on Facebook, I posted that they should give Trump his Twitter back for the day so he could talk
I saw
about
that.
going. Okay, yeah. So I originally had typed in, I posted, I was like, I know it's awkward timing, but can we take over Europe at this? Can we take over England now? Like I
I
had
saw
originally
that too,
wrote
I
that,
think.
but I was like, man, I have some fans, some people that follow me over in England. I don't know how they feel about the Queen dying, like, so I was like.
Did you post that or did you not post that?
Nah, I didn't post that one. I
Oh,
didn't post that one.
I saw that exact post from someone else then.
Really? Yeah, I had typed it in right before I
Oh,
sent my other one, and I deleted it and rewrote it because
that's
I
that's funny.
I I got advice from one of my coworkers. She was like, "Yeah, don't do that one." I was like, "All right, let me
I
switch
would have
it up."
posted it, bro. I would have posted it.
Yeah,
If people get that offended that easily, man, they weren't supposed to be your friend anyway. That's how I see it.
yeah. Oh look, we got Payson in here. He said, he's quoting you. I didn't expect it to be that big. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So, oh
Yeah.
look,
They
Matt
do
Logic
need to
says the
do.
ranking king there.
The ranking king. I gotta work on the second one, man. It takes so much time. I've been so far behind on watching YouTube videos because of that video. Like, I'm trying to just like get caught up with all the stuff that I missed over the past month, and then
I just like that now you can be like, so sorry guys, this video's a little late. I had to do Dan Who's video, and then I slummed it up and did a D tier guy, Sonny.
I
You're like,
know for real.
I could have been watching actual content instead. I was guest starring on his.
Yeah, yeah, for real. No, like it's. I loved that video. That video that you did about me. That shit was the
Yeah,
funniest thing I've seen like this whole year. Like that was the funniest fucking thing, dude.
yeah.
I showed all my friends that. Like,
I like that some people were like, why'd you? They're like, wait, is Joey a paleontologist? I was like, yeah. I go, we know each other through Facebook. Like, yeah. I was like, that was a deep cut right there. So
real people don't know that. They're not follow. Like my Instagram is public. You can go on my Instagram
yeah,
and like see like nothing but dinosaurs on there.
it was cool
But
too, cause like it was. I think it was the morning of that video, or maybe it was the next day, where I had posted the rock with the T-Rex skull. And you were
oh
all like,
yeah,
"Oh yeah, we casted that for him," and I was like, "Oh damn, okay, cool."
yeah. That was like I think that was right before I posted the video.
Right? Okay, I thought so because I was like, I go, "Man, such a swell guy. He did stuff for The Rock."
And then Sonny's D tier. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Well, so the thing was like, because I was like, I didn't know that was your channel, because all I saw was a screenshot. Like originally, all I saw was a screenshot of the tier
Yeah,
ranking, and so I was just like, man, who's this person? Like I thought it was hilarious that somebody did a ranking because people have told me they're like, Sonny, you should do a review of other people's reviews. So like literally like the way they TikTok people do or whatever, where they'll have the screen on one side and then the person will be reacting like, oh no, I can't believe they did that. Like,
yeah.
but I was like, I could hurt people's feelings. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, and you went right for it, just bowed. And I was like, oh, I got to know who this is.
Yeah, dude,
But
I had that was requested of me by a friend who lives down in Texas. I just met on my birthday trip a few days
oh yeah,
ago.
oh okay,
Cowboy Collector on YouTube. He requested that like a few months ago. I'm like, all right, but he had the list and he made the list for me. I wouldn't even thought to put you on there, but he put you on there.
you were like, I've never seen your videos. No,
No, I was already subscribed to you. I'd already seen your videos before. I learned about you because of Sharmus Prime on his live
oh okay,
stream
okay,
when you were on there. I was in the comments the whole time. Watch
yeah,
Um, but so he requested that of me. He had like instead of like there was S through D, and then there was a don't know, and then a Glenn Webb tier. And I'm like, I don't like this setup. I'm changing that Glenn Webb to S tier, and then I change S to A and so forth, and I put don't know. I'm like, I don't want to put anyone that don't know. I want to give everyone a fair shot to actually make it onto my list.
yeah,
So that's why I was like, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch everybody's fucking shit. And I did watch some of your shorts. I watched a combination of
yeah,
everything. I gotta look at like, okay, this guy does lots of live streams. He does lots of reviews, and he does shorts or whatever. I'm gonna watch a few of each of those. If it's shorts, I'll
yeah,
watch like maybe 3 of them. If it's a live stream, I'm watching fucking 1.
yeah. Dude,
I'm
this is
not.
3 hours long, man.
I'm like, I'm not sitting through like everyone's doing live streams now. I'm like, I don't want to
Yeah,
fucking sit through, a 3-hour live stream, back to back to back to back to back. That's not even live anymore. It's like
oh yeah,
it's
yeah. I have done that. Like I forgot whose it was. I watched their live stream. It was like 2 hours long, and the whole time I'm like commenting because I'm like I can't chat, so I'm like, oh, comment. Like I hope he knows what I'm talking about here. Like, and I was like, I don't know why I'm commenting. Like I should just watch it and just
yeah.
be
Like,
there.
I try to catch live streams like when they're live, but a lot of times people going live when I'm at work and shit. Like all the British guys, like they're going
Yeah,
live, and I'm like at work, and I'm like, I'm not gonna drop this fucking like dinosaur bone on my foot while watching this guy's live stream. You know.
yeah. Like I'll catch Dan who was it Thursdays, I think.
Yeah, but
like in the
Dan Who
afternoon.
Dan Who's Thursday. Well,
Yeah.
that's like 1 p.m. here for me when he's on, and then I watch Russ Sharmus Prime every Thursday because I'm usually off work by that time, and it's usually a good one for me to watch. Um, Wednesdays I'm busy, so I always miss like Dave Wonder's live streams and all that shit. And then Fridays I have movie night, so whoever goes live on Friday, I miss that shit. And it's just you know
Yeah. Yeah, like the ones that I try to catch, like I try to catch the figure booth. But
never heard of them.
they go on like at 7, and that's like prime time of when I'm trying to get my kid to bed. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's harder for me. But that's with the figure fan Nate and Prime to the First.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's about an hour long. It's a pretty good little show
Yeah.
there.
Maybe I'll try to catch it sometime. I got
Yeah,
maybe put them on the part 2 list.
yeah. They're really knowledgeable. They're not like me where they're just talking about a bunch of nonsense. They're actually knowledgeable about what they're talking about.
Like,
But
like I'm
I catch his. I try to catch Wade on Unparalleled Universe Tuesdays and Fridays.
I tried to watch his for a while, but like it's usually like I'm usually busy as hell the days that he goes live, and it's like
Yeah.
so especially Fridays, I can't do Fridays at all. So it's
Yeah, one who had a real good live stream, which he hasn't been doing them in a while, is High School Creations. I don't know if you know
I've
who
heard
he
about him.
is.
I seen him on Instagram. Didn't
Yeah,
know he
yeah.
had YouTube.
So he would normally bring on like dial makers and customizers and stuff, and they'd have like a lot of tips and tricks and stuff of how to do things. And one day he had me on there, and everybody was like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't know." But yeah,
Who's the
he's really
Sonny
cool.
guy? Shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read the
Oh,
I'm
let's
trying
see
to
it.
read the comments here because it doesn't pop up on my screen. I'm using my phone, so it doesn't pop up on
Oh,
my
okay.
screen. So I gotta click on the comments. So uh,
See, he's asking why you're on a D tier stream. You should only appear on A tiers. Hey, I was
for
on. I was with displaying model behavior, so we'll see when he posts that video.
So was I, man. I was on for 19 hours with display model
Oh, that's
behavior
right. That's right.
one
You did
time.
say that. Yeah.
So someone said L&T was semi who's L&T? L&T.
LNT. Oh, there we go, right there. Obi-Wan Chigona's agreed. LNT was semi-entertaining at best. Love and Thunder.
Oh, Love and Thunder. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And then
still got
someone
them
says you're
going on
talking
about
about
that.
the one girl that got really upset. her
Um, her name is Carly. What is I? It's
name
annoying friend or
her
something,
name is
right?
Carly. It's annoying you with friendship.
Annoying friendship. There you go.
I felt really bad. I got her name like hella wrong in my video. I felt I was honest. I didn't like her videos. I felt bad that like maybe I was a bit too like mean, but like
Yeah.
her videos weren't good. She actually lives down in Texas.
Yeah, she's in Dallas, I think it is.
Yeah,
Did
when
you go
I
hook
was
up? Did you meet up with her? No.
no when I met up with my friend Guillermo Gump down in Arlington. He's like, oh yeah, that annoying friendship girl lives around here, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then he was saying that because they're local, he hit her up and was like, hey, if you're looking for any figures, let me know. I'm always doing toy hunting. I can pick something up for you. And she like told him to screw off or something. And he's like, what kind of friend is that? I thought she was
Yeah.
supposed to be about friendship.
So that's funny. Like I have heard that about her. Like dudes are just being like, oh hey, like it's a collector. I can help you out. But I like she almost took it as they're trying to hit on her immediately.
Yeah,
And it's because it's like Payson, he's done that. He's like, hey man, he goes if I see it or Jace Figs, he'll be like, hey if I see it in the wild, I'm not assuming like I gotta send them nude photos if they send me the figure that I need. I'll send them anyway if they don't even if they don't ask. But
oh yeah. Looking for
no,
any
but
figures, Sonny? Shit.
yeah, yeah. No, but cause like I
Get that
went into
OnlyFans for
her
free.
yeah. OnlyFans, these are only free. Nobody will pay. Um, no, I went into she did a live stream one time, and I was outside cutting the grass because I'm Mexican, and like I jumped into the chat, and it's almost like she was ignoring people, like straight up just ignoring them. Like I'm not like I feel kind of weird when I have a guest on because then I don't pay attention to the chat as much as I normally do.
Yeah.
But like, Savage Saint, Lucky Butter, Plasty's there. Like she would like if she might ignore Plasty. Like, and it's only like you had like the same amount of people I had, like 15 of the people that I have on here. So it's like it's
Yeah,
not like it's going too fast for you to see all these chats. So
yeah, yeah. I don't like those. You know, there are some YouTubers who have 45,000 subscribers and make multiple live stream videos about a certain tier ranking YouTuber um, that only respond to the chats that people pay for and none of the
yeah,
other ones.
that's what
You
you're talking
know,
about, Rocco. Dude, I've mentioned that several times. I'm like, I used to watch it because I was like, okay, let's see what this content's about. And I jumped on one of his live streams one time, and he had like 20 people on there. And he was like, guys, again, man, if you're trying to get my attention, the best way to do is super chat. That way it stands out. I'm like, dog, nobody's chatting right now.
I'm like, bro,
I'm like,
you have 45,000 subscribers and you got 20 people watching your fucking
yeah,
video.
yeah.
Like Sonny's got like what 1,200 subscribers,
1300, thank you.
1,300 subscribers, and you got 15 watching your video. I mean, that's you know,
It's 1% right there. That's
comparison
the.
wise, that's yeah.
I'm gonna call them my one percenters right there.
I tried to catch yours. I was busy last week because I was down in Texas with my
Oh
brother
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. But I was if I wasn't having car issues, I totally would have driven down to where you're at. But car issues and shit. My car's in the
Yeah,
shop
yeah.
right now actually
Oh yeah, dang.
because it has
What?
like
I
uh
was like, what year's your car?
it's a '93.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I know it's an older model, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I drove it down there and I had battery issues the way there, and then I hit a curb when I was in Dallas. And so I got a flat tire, and I put a tire on a spare a used tire on my car. And then the next day I was driving home, and
Oh yeah, I saw that bald spot.
that used tire blew out on me on the freeway on
Oh
the interstate
dang.
in the middle of fucking Kansas. And I'm
God.
like, shit, dude. And then so I tire shops are closed for the day, so I had to stay a night in Kansas and then get new tire. And they're like, oh, your driver's side tire is kind of dull too. You want to get another one for that one too? I'm like, yeah, shit, that one on there too. I drive, 8 hours, get to Nebraska, and I'm in Nebraska. I hear my tire squeaks, and I'm going to get gas, and I look at my tire. I'm like, holy fuck, this shit's bald too. What the
Yeah.
fuck happened? Like, what the fuck's going on? So then I stayed night in fucking Nebraska then, and then I should have been home in one night, and I got, it took me till Friday to get home. It was
Dude, I
shitty.
actually I actually saved that picture of your tire, and when I look in the hair, look in the mirror at my hair, I just look at that picture and I'm like, at least I'm not this bald.
Yeah, for real.
No, I have a 72 Skylark, and when I first got it, the alignment was so bad that I would have to go through a new tire like every 3 months. I'd have to put a new tire on there. It's because the alignment was so bad it was just making it bald. But it's a
Yeah,
72, so the parts weren't as easy to come by. And
yeah.
once you fix one thing, you have to fix everything. So
Same thing with me. Like I took my I got stuck in Nebraska, and there was no this town, dude. There was nowhere in town that I can get even used or new tires for my car.
damn.
And so I'm like, well, at least I'm only like 3 hours from home, or 3 hours round trip from home. So I called my boss. My boss has a car trailer, and he came down and picked me up and and we took my car to the mechanic, and they haven't looked at it yet. So I'm hoping it's not something too fucking crazy, because that's the old car too, So
Yeah. Was like I one time was on the highway and my rear driver's side tire blew out, like the sidewall blew out. But I was driving
yeah,
so fast that the air kept the tire inflated. And I only knew that my tire blew out because I started hearing like, "Tup, tup, 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 tup." And I looked back, and then cars were like dodging just huge chunks of rubber flying off my back of my car. I was like, oh, god damn. So I pull over to the side, and when I pull over, like when I stopped, the car just said, whap, just like fell back. And I was like, oh, god damn. I get out, and the entire sidewall is gone.
damn,
I throw my spare on, and I take it to this little hood shop from by where I lived, and I pull it out the trunk, and it's owned by two black dudes. They call themselves Big Twin, Little Twin, and it's them ironic type. Like Big Twin's the older brother, but he's a shorter guy, and Little Twin's the younger
oh, that's
brother,
funny.
the taller. Yeah. So I was like, this doesn't make sense. But I take the tire out, And the dude was all like, "Dang, USA's are loco." And I was like, "All right, dude. Like, I haven't spoke Spanish at all. Like, I don't." I was like, he was like, "Necesita tire," and I was like, "God dang it, dude!" Like, I literally came up and was like, "Hey, man, I got a tire in the trunk." Like, I was like, "I don't know why you keep talking Spanish."
That's fucking funny. Yeah. See, at least you broke down like in a city, man.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of Kansas, and then the middle of Nebraska. Like, I can can you think of two worse places to get a flat tire at?
Yeah. No, dude. That sucks, man.
Have you ever driven through Kansas or Nebraska?
I have not. I have no reason to go that far, so it's like I've
Yeah,
never been through there.
I've driven through every flyover state. So,
Oh, yeah.
like, including my own state. Like, I live in South Dakota, and this is a flyover state too. I've driven through this place multiple times too. But
Yeah. Now I've driven through Oklahoma and I was in a rental car, and I'm so glad that I was because those streets are garbage. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, I mean, I was hitting potholes left and right, and I was like, I don't care, it's not my car. Like, I paid for the
yeah,
insurance.
yeah. The whole middle of the country. I've been to 27 states. So I've been to like the
Dang.
entire like middle of the country. I've been to Indiana, it's a big shitty state. I've been to Oklahoma, big shitty state. Kansas, big shitty state. Fucking
I
Nebraska,
need.
South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, all those things. They're
I was
all
like,
fucking.
now I need you to rank the states. You're gonna get all these people from Oklahoma all of a sudden. Don't you talk
Dude,
about my Oklahoma?
dude, I would totally rank some states, but
Yeah,
and
I think that.
I'll include how good toy hunting is in those states. Because honestly, like even though all those things I mentioned fucking suck, they're good for toy collecting. You go
Oh, I
you go
bet they are, right? Yeah, because
you,
nobody's there. Like,
you go to a Walmart or a Target and you stop in there and they're like, God damn, it's like, does no one live here and buy all these toys? Oh wait, yeah, I'm in Kansas, so no one does live here. So
so Plasty right here says, "Say, how would you rank his tires, the tires on your tier list?"
the tires were fine. It's my car that's fucked.
The alignment
The,
could have used some work.
the alignment's F tier, man.
There you go. What's going on, Jens? He popped in here. Let's see. Oh, IE Toy Hunter says, "Who's still clicking those crazy fake Rocco thumbnails?"
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I don't know, but I need to like, dude, if Rocco, if you're gonna do anything, teach me how to make those clickbait titles. Just try to get the clicks.
Yeah, well, I heard that you got to. His title was super clickbaity, but I heard you really got to
Yeah.
do like a question in your title. It helps get people to click on your videos, apparently. So,
Oh, is that what it is? I need to start asking questions. I'm be like,
like,
what do y'all think I think of this toy?
like if you saw like my tier ranking video, it was well, was it a question in that one? I think I just put best and worst. I think that's what it was. But like have something that
I
stands out,
think yeah.
something controversial, like on my where I rank the companies that sell toys, like Big Bad Toy Store and stuff. I put, are they trustworthy? Can you trust them or whatever? And people, I got 1,000 views on that. So I mean,
Oh, that's pretty good too. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna get that 33,000 again, but
dude, so I was just checking out God, what is the video? VidIQ, I think. They teach you how to do, get better views or whatever on YouTube. And they said that viral videos or videos that blow up on small channels, they're like sometimes it can be a curse because then you get these people like you get all these views or whatever and it boosts all your analytics and then all of a sudden if you can't keep up with that, like it makes everything look garbage and then YouTube is like, "Oh, you can't replicate what just happened."
yeah.
So I was like, man, that kind of sucks. I was like, all right, let me stick to this mediocrity that I've been doing.
See, JB, do you live near Wells Fargo, South Dakota? Well, for one, Fargo's in North Dakota.
Okay.
But no,
I was like,
I live by Mount Rushmore, man.
oh, really?
Like I'm like 10 miles from Mount Rushmore.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is one thing that I would like to see, Mount Rushmore. And I think
Yeah.
it's only because it was featured in the video game Cruising USA. And I
Oh,
was
I
like,
love that.
one day
I
I'm gonna
love
go
that
see
game.
that. Yeah, okay, all right, yeah. When I was like, one day I'll go see those mountains. Obi-Wan Shigon says, "States I got a flat tire." Sounds like another ranking video coming.
But yeah, shit. I mean, both those states would be F tier. The ones I got.
Yeah.
I'm just
Marcy
talking about
says,
my Oklahoma.
"Yeah." Goodyear tires A tier. Is Goodyear?
Both of
I don't know if I have a Goodyear.
my all those tires I got, two of them were Goodyear and one of them was Michelin. Oh,
Oh,
and so they were all good tires, and they still it was my car. My car just ate them, man. Did you get any new figures
oh,
this week, man?
I did. I got the cross-eyed, I got a cross-eyed Buzz Lightyear.
I haven't watched your
So,
review. I haven't watched your short yet on that.
yeah, like I don't know if you can
Damn.
see. He is cross-eyed. Like I didn't even notice until I did the short of unboxing them, and I take photos of them and put them at the end. And when I was picking through the photos, I was like, "Is this fool cross-eyed?" And I picked up the figure. I'm like, "Oh god damn, okay, he is."
Is that
So I
is
hit
that
up
the,
BBTS.
is that
So
the SHF one?
yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I
I
I
got
was able to get through that second round of pre-orders.
I got a ton of figures for my birthday, dude.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Well, see now, so in Texas, I've been popular on the Facebook groups for way longer than I'm popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
So all these people in Texas that I met 3 people in Texas, and I got a total of like 20 figures. Um, I
Wow.
bought I bought 5 figures, and I got 15 figures as gifts. So like it's
Nice.
kind of crazy. So and then I got one more figure up here. I'll show that one last. I gotta stand up to get it, but I got all these GI Joes. I got two bats.
Those are good figures. I got
They
mine
are.
somewhere.
They are. I had one already, and I got 2 more now, and I got 2 troopers.
Yeah. Do you have any of the officers? The Cobra officers?
I have one officer already. One of these might be an officer, I think. I don't remember. And then got another alley viper. Got a normal cobra viper.
I do like that figure right there. It feels heftier for some reason.
He does kind of feel hefty. Got a bunch of books. I mean, all these comic books.
Oh dang.
Um, my friend Daniel down in Grand Prairie, Texas, gave me Gladiator and Magic.
Oh sweet.
This is the San Diego Comic Con Magic,
What's the
and
difference
then
between that one and the Walgreens one? Do you know?
uh, the sword's different colors, and
Oh, okay.
and she has different her from her calves down or different boot.
Oh, gotcha.
And then Gump, my boy Gump, gave me Peter Parker, gave me this Peggy Carter.
That's a good figure right there. It's better than I
Yeah,
thought it would be.
I'm not an MCU guy, but I wanted to get this. I figured I can do a custom with it or something, turn it into a Captain Britain Corps member or something.
You know what's weird? Like I liked the style of those figures because they still look comic book like, so they fit
Yeah.
in. And yet I only got like two of them. I only got Captain Carter and like zombie Captain America.
Oh damn. Are you
Yeah, I didn't
excited
even
for
get
those
the
other
other ones.
zombies?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think they could have been a little bit better, more zombified. It's almost like they're like day one zombies or day two zombies. Like
Yeah.
I
And
feel
then
like it could have been a little bit more.
I got Kang, a free. I have a second Kang figure, so that's cool. And then the
Yeah.
other ones are right. I took a picture with them earlier. Let me grab them real quick. And then got Ultimate Captain America
Oh, okay.
and Ultimate Spider-Man,
Yeah, that's a
and
nice one
then
too.
Ultimate Carnage from Marvel Select. And then 2 other figures I put them on the shelf right. I got Super Patriot and Thor Buster Iron Man, and then some wrestling figures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I was trying to get all the ultimates of the figures, and then all of a sudden I got the Undertaker, and that was such a terrible figure. It, like, turned me off. But then
Yeah,
Mr. T brought back that.
the Undertaker figure is pretty shitty. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Like,
it's bad.
I have it. I kind of wish I didn't have it. I think about getting rid of it because it's kind of shit. And then for some reason, like, I don't know what it is. Like with the boot they put on him, it makes him like hella fucking tall, and like
Yeah.
he should be tall, but he's like hella tall. Like he's
Well, see, like,
hella tall.
I got it because I was like, well, back when I watched wrestling, Undertaker was part of, one of the big stars. But then he also lives not too far from me in Elgin, Texas.
Oh
So I was
yeah,
like, oh, so he's kind of local. Let me make sure I get this figure. And it is the worst, one of the worst figures that I've had. Like, it's terrible. That overcoat that he comes with is dumb. And it's like the head sculpts that he comes with, I thought they were cool, and then I got them in hand for real, and I was like, ah, it's not as good as I thought. But like I said, the Mr. T figure, it restored my faith in that line.
yeah. I got someone sent me Hulk Hogan. No, I have no idea who sent it to me, but someone sent me Hulk Hogan, and that guy had this thing on there, and he said,
Oh yeah.
wants me to put him on my part two. I'll keep that in mind, man. Keep
Yeah,
that in mind.
I popped that up there so you see. He does toy hunting and stuff like that.
Same state. My friend lives up in North Dakota, and I always give him a hard time since those towns are so small. Dude, my town, I live in Hill City, South Dakota. It's 880 people.
God dang, 880 people.
You know, if I want to go to Walmart, I gotta drive 40 minutes just to go to Walmart. You know,
Man.
if I want to go to 2 Walmarts, well, luckily for me, there's 2 in that same town. If I want to go to 3 Walmarts, I gotta drive like 4 hours to go to another Walmart. So,
God dang. Yeah, I
you
don't
know,
know, man. I don't know about that small. I lived in a small town. I lived in Maynard, Texas for a little bit before it got populated. And it's like, it was the same thing. It's like, I would drive over to HEB to the grocery store, and I'd be like, dang, as far as I had to drive, is my milk going to last the ride home? Like,
for real, for real.
God dang.
And yeah, because like there's you want to do your grocery shopping in the big town in the big city because small towns are like it's a convenience fee. You're gonna pay
Yeah.
$1 more for milk. You're gonna pay $1 more for cheese. You're gonna it's like this is bullshit.
Plus, like, I'd buy the stuff, like, I'd stop at a little convenience store near my house, like 5 minutes away when I lived out there. And yeah, the milk would be more expensive. And I'm like, damn, I gotta drink this by Thursday. Like, it was
Yeah,
expired, like it was gonna expire
yeah,
already.
yeah. It's like that's how it is in the small
Yeah.
town here. Like you're like okay, I'm paying $1.50 more for milk and it expires on like this next Tuesday, and I'm like, dude, I don't I have it's a gallon of milk, dude. I don't
Yeah.
eat cereal like
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm like, man, I be trying to split the milk in the parking lot. Anybody want to buy half a gallon? The rest is my gallon.
yeah,
Like,
for real. Oh, this is the last figure that I got right here.
oh, that's dope. Is that the
The myth,
is it
the
Mythic
Mythic
Legions,
Legions
right?
moose.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
I didn't know the saddle and stuff came off of it. I'm so happy. I was hoping it did, and I was so happy. That shit's like this is just a normal moose figure now, but it's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, that's a cool looking
I
figure right there.
I didn't know it was gonna ship soon, and I started seeing people online getting it in the mail. I'm like, oh fuck, I hope I get mine. I've been waiting 2 years for this damn thing, and dude, came home. It arrived on my birthday, but too bad for me, I didn't arrive home until 4 days later. Uh, but super dope thing. This is super cool. It was yeah. Uh, I don't collect Mythic Legions, but like this moose was like too cool not to pass up on. I don't know what I do with it really yet, but I just
Yeah, no, I won a Mythic Legions from somebody over in Germany one time, the Purplor, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool figure. And then I pre-ordered some Mythic Legions, I don't even know how long ago, and I have no idea when I'm supposed to get those. So when they come in, I'll be surprised. I don't even remember what I pre-ordered, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Uh,
Someone's talking about my car. Yeah, it's at the shop right now. It's gonna get looked at soon. Um, and then someone says I can hit 3 Targets and 3 Walmarts in 5 to 10 minutes. That's how it was when I was in Dallas.
yeah,
I was trying to find the new like Toka and Razor and the Zack and Smash set. I don't collect turtles, but my coworker collects turtles, and because we have one target in like a 5-hour radius, I'm like, let's go. I'll hit some up in Dallas. And I told my brother, and my brother took me to like 5 targets in less than half an hour.
Yeah, I was up in Dallas,
and I found them.
Yeah, like they put me up at the Ritz Hotel in Dallas one time when I was doing a TV show, and I went to Target one day, and then I went to Target the next day, and I was completely lost because it was still 5 minutes from the hotel, and it was a completely different Target. Yeah, I was like, God damn, like where did I go this first time?
There's hella Targets down there, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like I went to a total of like 25 Targets in those few days I was there.
Man, yeah.
It was crazy. Actually, what that curb that I hit that fucked up my my alignment and my suspension, I was going to a Target.
So yeah, that's always one thing that I worry about. Like sometimes I'll hit a Target during my lunch break because we got them everywhere, and I'm like, man, what if like something happens and I don't make it back to work, and they're like, what are you doing? I was like, I went to go buy a toy. Like,
yeah, that was like on my birthday, dude. I it was on my actual like birthday. It sucked.
Yeah.
But you're down in Austin or San Antonio?
I'm in Austin. Yeah.
Okay. I have a friend lives in Austin too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I almost went to go visit, but whatever.
Yeah, when you put that on Facebook, I was like, dang. I was like, yeah, you weren't up in Dallas. You're like, you're a Waco. I'm like, I can make it.
Yeah, with car issues, and driving, I'm like, I don't really want to add extra hours down there and then back up and then my 17 on top of that. It's like,
yeah. Let's see.
A bit much.
Miss Jones says he grew up in a town of less than 200 people and everything was a drive. Yeah.
Where was that, Mr. Jones?
I was like, if it was in Texas, man, this stuff is even more spread out in those small towns sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I've driven the state of Texas a couple times now too. I drove through Texas from New Mexico, straight through all the way across up to Texarkana, up to Tennessee.
Dang.
So I've been that way, and then I also drove all the way down from Houston. I drove down to Houston first from South Dakota, but then we drove from Houston, and we had to make a stop in western Kansas on the way home to buy some fossils.
Oh. Okay.
And so we had to go all the way up to the very tippy top, top of Texas from Houston.
Oh, yeah.
So that was like, what was that, like a 13-hour drive or something like that, just from Houston to there?
So you hit that drive from if you cross Texas, you went from like El Paso to God, was it camp? That camp that's just like randomly in the middle. It's like put gas now or get stranded later.
Basically,
Yeah, that drive is terrible right there.
But yeah, and that's all it is out here in the Midwest too, though. I mean, you drive across South Dakota, you're like, oh, I'm at a quarter tank. There's a gas station right there. I'll hit the next one. And you're like, dude, next one's not to like 100 miles.
God, yeah, that's ridiculous.
And you're like, you better turn around. Oh, wait, the next exit is 20 miles away.
Yeah. Mr. Jones, this super small town called Thompsons. I ain't even heard of that town.
Thompsons. I wonder where that is. I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Where's Mr. Jones from? Do you know? Are you guys good friends?
Mr. Jones is right there by H-Town, Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. Plastic. Offering his advice on his expertise on tires there.
Yeah, I mean driving on a fucked up suspension and alignment for, all those hours, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I guess with your job you travel a lot though, huh?
Yeah, I travel a lot with work. I travel quite a bit. Like, we're always mostly traveling like Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota mostly. But last year we got to go on a trip down to Houston twice because we had to we had this dinosaur that the Houston Museum has. Their Triceratops there named Lane. We sold to them like 10, 15 years ago, whatever, and so they were letting that Triceratops get borrowed to a museum in Japan. So they had us come down there and take it apart, and then put it in crates and ship it across the world, and then go back home, and then 3 or 4 months later come back down and reset up the Triceratops. We put up a replica one, a cast one, and temporarily while the real one was gone. Yeah, so that was a long drive, and I was only down in Houston for like a week each time, so it was cool though.
That's wild, because that's like if I sold somebody my PlayStation 3 on Craigslist and they're like, "Hey, can you come to my house and set it up for me?" Like, I'm gonna go to my cousin's. Can you go pack it up so I can take it to there? When I bring it back, you mind setting it back up for me?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but a lot bigger and a lot more expensive. I mean, you have to get insurance on those things, and that's millions of dollars worth of stuff. So
let me ask you. So, I guess what percentage of museums have the actual skeleton or actual skeletal structure and bones versus what percentage of museums have casts?
I'd say that at least every museum at least has a few things in it that are real, whether it's just like a single bone from an animal or whatnot. But a lot of times, a lot of the bigger museums always have at least one real dinosaur in them, and the rest are usually cast replicas. Usually, I think Houston has their Triceratops Lane is real. Their T-Rex named Y-Rex is real. But Stan and Bucky are casts. Stan's now in Abu Dhabi, the real one, and Bucky, the real one, is in Indianapolis, Children's Museum. Trying to think. Does Houston have any more that I know of that are real? I'm sure some of the other things in there are real too. I just can't remember for sure. Percentage-wise, the one I know for sure had the most real stuff was Indianapolis. Every dinosaur, most dinosaurs on display in the Indianapolis Children's Museum are real. Like almost every single one of those.
Interesting. Okay. Cause my kid likes dinosaurs, and sometimes he'd be like, "Is that real?" And I'm like, no security's coming after me. I'm assuming that's fake. Like, I don't think they would let me touch the real one.
Sometimes you go to museums and they have like a thing where you can touch the real thing, and it's pretty cool,
Oh, okay. Mark C says, so which state has the most fossils found?
Well, that's a impossible question, because fossil. If you say, are you saying dinosaur fossils, or are you just saying that fossils of anything? Because
anything, because like a leaf can be a fossil
too. A leaf could be a fossil, yeah. And so you go by like little tiny things, you can find that stuff in like Indiana and stuff, and you find millions and millions and millions of them. But if you go by just dinosaurs specifically, that's either the Dakotas, Montana, Wyoming, or Utah.
Is that why you're up in the South Dakota now?
Yeah, that's why I moved up here, yeah.
So where are you originally from then?
California.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. We're trying to keep Californians out of Texas, so go to South Dakota. That's fine.
So my brother moved to Texas a few years ago. That's why I went down there to visit.
No. Actually, when I was in California a few years ago, we went to the National Museum in Los Angeles. I think that's what it's called. Not sure what it's called.
Oh, yeah. The Los Angeles County Museum or something like that.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, you get to go see the tar pits too."
Now, La Brea, I want to go there so bad. Never got to go.
Yeah. I didn't get to go to the tar pits. Like, we ran out of time. I was like, "What? Is the museum open for like 4 hours a day? Like, I don't get it." Like,
yeah, I lived not Northern California, but I lived way more north than LA. It was like 6 hours north of LA, but I was still like 6 hours south from Oregon, so or 8 hours south of Oregon. So
I tried to go visit like I tried to go visit Oregon. I was up in Washington State one time, and I was talking to a lady, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think about going down to Oregon." And she goes, you're Hispanic, right?" And I was like, "Yeah. Why? What's up?" She's like, "I wouldn't go to Oregon." I was like, "Okay, all right." I was like, "All right. I guess I won't
Yeah,
go to Oregon then." Uh,
yeah, yeah. I'm Hispanic too. You know, it's you get shit
yeah.
like that. I mean, I'm like half Hispanic, so I don't even look Hispanic. But up here, oh man, just having dark hair up here, people give you shit, dude.
God dang.
I've been asked if I'm a Muslim too many times.
Really, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, It's funny too though because like in Washington, everybody was like, "This guy's clearly Hispanic," but here in Texas, people are like, you're clearly white." Unless I go
Yeah,
to South Texas, and then they just start speaking to me in Spanish the fastest way possible, and I'm like,
yeah. It's funny.
"Espérate, way, cálmate."
Yeah, it's funny how that goes because yeah, people up here, you know, I go to California and everyone's like, "Oh, you're white as shit," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm half Mexican." You know, my last name is Rodriguez. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, but then anywhere else, people are like, "Oh, you're." I had someone here tell me that I look hella Mexican. I'm like, I do. Am I wearing my sombrero today? What am I? You know,
Yeah,
oh, I have
some
my maracas in my pocket. I'm sorry, I forgot about those. You know.
well, cause like I tell people like, well, my mom's mother was Italian, like born in Italy,
Yeah,
red
yeah.
hair, green eyes, fair skin. So I got the fair skin. I still got the doodle brown eyes for some reason. I was like, I couldn't get the nice color eyes. What's
I
up?
know.
Like,
That's how I feel.
I'm like
My
total missed opportunity there.
my
Um,
brother got the blue eyes and I got the brown eyes. You know, and then
look,
my kid gets the colored eyes too.
really? Oh man, yeah, my kid got brown eyes too. I was like, sorry, dude.
Hella
People even
is Hella is a Bay Area thing
NorCal.
specifically, bro. It's a Bay Area thing specifically, but that thing has expanded all over the country. I moved out here, South Dakota, expecting to never hear the word hella ever again. And people out here are like, "Hey man, you're hella cool." And I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck? How do you know about hella? Have you ever been to California?" And they're like, "No, I've been here my whole life." I'm like, "How do you know about hella?"
Yeah, yeah, it trips me out too. So like, God, what like, so I started watching that show. Was it This Fool on Hulu? Have you seen that show yet?
No, I haven't. I don't think I even heard of it.
So it's a Mexican comedian, and it's called This Fool, and they say fool all the time. I'm like, man, I was in California. None of them fools call me fool ever. So I was like, maybe I was just in a different part. But here in Texas, we say it all the time.
Yeah, no, I've heard it in California too, though.
Yeah, yeah. I guess when I was up there for the time that I was up there, I never heard it. So I was like, oh, it's kind of odd. But yeah, my mom used to always tell me, don't call them fool. They have a name. I'm like, I know that fool's name, mom. You gotta calm down.
I remember, like, when I was a kid, I remember at high school, we went to Disneyland one time, and I kept saying hella, and some person's like, "Oh, you're from NorCal. We don't like you down here." Da, 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 da. And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know."
You're like, that's hella stupid, man. Let's see. Lucky Butter says, "Oh, I remember the first time someone said the word hell, I couldn't stop laughing, but I laugh at everything."
Yeah, I actually was pretty good about not saying the word hella for a while now. I was kind of good about not saying it, but then I hung out with a bunch of Californians recently, and so I got
Yeah,
back in my system. But
I know.
especially when I talk to Shartimus Prime, dude, he makes me like get back in the California mode because I we used to hang out a few occasionally here and there back in the day. So that was, you know,
Yeah, it was like I used to so at work I try to speak normal, I guess. But then a ghetto person will come in and I'll know them, and all of a sudden I've slipped back into and people are like, man, they're like, you talk totally different to him. I was like, I've been knowing that fool for years. It's all good. And they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, anyway, go ahead and get those reports to me when you can. Like, try to
what do you
switch
do
it up.
again?
What's up?
What do you do like other than being in Idiocracy and doing in comedy?
So, let's see. How can I say it without saying it? Because I've been told not to say it. I work in
Oh,
the government. I work in government.
oh, I see, I see.
Yeah. No, it's only because of some of the stuff that I say in my comedy shows. they don't really want me to associate being at work with what I say on comedy shows.
That makes
Um,
sense.
so they told me because of my position. Like before I had this position, I tell everybody, I was yeah, this is where I work. But now that with the position I'm at, they're like, well, let's back up on that. I'll tell you
Oh,
offline. It's like I
oh,
get
and then I forgot to answer your question again about how you know what's real and what's not at dinosaur museums for your kid. Um, so usually it's kind of like a knowing thing. You have to like if you look at some of my pictures on my social medias, you can tell kind of if you zoom in. Um, when something's real, there's a lot more. You can see a lot more support, like metal bars holding the bones up because they're like heavy as shit.
oh okay.
When something's a cast, you see a little bit of steel, but you don't really see a whole lot because most of the steel is of the
The actual cast.
inside the cast.
Oh okay.
So that's another way you can tell if you go to the museum and you see like if you don't see any steel, you're like, son, this is probably a cast.
Okay.
And if it's not a cast, then Joey B. Rodriguez lied to me.
I'm gonna try to sound all intelligent next time I'm at the Houston Museum. I was like, see, this one's a cast. If I were to take that rib cage and break it right here, we'd see steel going all the way through it.
Yeah,
And then
basically.
knowing my kid, he'd be like, Dad, try it out. I'm like, all right, watch that door. But
Yeah,
no, but that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was like, because I think in Los Angeles, I just assumed all those were real, and then someone was like, no, those are cast. I'm like, oh,
yeah, their T Rex in Los Angeles is a cast. That's the same one that's in New York. The real
really?
one's New York, but the cast one's LA.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, that one was cool. I liked it because as soon as you go into the little center section, there's like that T-Rex and Triceratops.
Okay,
And
yeah,
like I took a picture of it, and then all of a sudden I noticed it on like tons of movies, TV shows, commercials. I'm like, dang, they shot all this stuff right here in this little section with that T-Rex
yeah,
and the Triceratops. So I was like, that was pretty cool. My son got actually a picture that I took of it. My son has it hanging up in his bedroom. So
damn. You know, there's this really shitty movie that that Triple H was in. It was a WWE movie. Really shitty movie. It was called The Chaperone or something like that.
oh yeah, I've heard of it. I didn't watch it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, well, there's a scene in that movie where they're in a dinosaur museum, and it's funny because it's literally like it's literally like a fucking 2 minute long scene, but they rented a whole bunch of dinosaur skeletons from us for that movie,
Really?
and
And
like
it's a 2 minute scene.
so my coworker, and so my coworker took all these casts and drove down to Louisiana where the movie was filmed at, set all these dinosaur bones up in an art exhibit just for a scene where Triple H can talk to his daughter in the movie about how he's trying to make a comparison between himself and this dinosaur. It's really a good parent, but everyone thought it was a bad parent.
What?
And that was it. Like I'm like, God damn, that's fucking like ridiculous. But yeah. And then after that, yeah, so then he ended up buying a stand skull for Vince McMahon. So
Oh, really?
you see, if you ever see Vince McMahon in his office, there's a T-Rex skull right behind him. That's a Stan T-Rex skull from us.
And The Rock
And
has which one? He
and
has
then the Rock saw Vince McMahon and he's like, I want one of those, but I want a whole skull. And
Oh,
so,
okay.
so then the Rock got the same exact thing, but Vince McMahon's is the half skull and the Rock's is the whole thing. So
Dang. Yeah, that was dope. And it's funny too because like I commented on that because um my kid asked me because like we were playing Animal Crossing because he was like, Dad, you gotta have a city or a house too, whatever. And I had a T-Rex skull in my house or the front part of a T-Rex. And he was like, Dad, nobody has a T-Rex in their house. And then all of a sudden I saw that video with the Rock and I'm like, oh, sweet. I was like, it's a thing. It's a thing that happens. So
you'd be surprised. A lot of rich people have T-Rexes in their house, man.
dang, that's crazy. What does a cast like that cost? Are you able to say that?
Oh yeah, well yeah. if you had the money, you could buy one right now yourself, but you can't. But you probably can't buy one.
No,
It's
I got some Mezco pre-orders. I can't afford a T-Rex skull right now.
yeah. No, the full size T-Rex cast, just the skull, is like 11 grand,
Oh dang! Oh, that's not that bad
and
actually.
that's not including the shipping. That's just the
Yeah,
skull
just the
itself. Depending on where you live at. I mean, and then like the whole T-Rex skeleton, the whole stand skeleton. If you want a whole giant T-Rex in your house, well, for one, you got to make sure for one, you have to make sure that you have space to put a bus in your house, basically. To get a
oh yeah,
T-Rex
because the
skeleton
size
in
of it.
your house.
Yeah.
But that's 120,000 for a
God dang.
whole thing.
So if I
A
ever
lot of
make
work.
it big and they're like, Sonny, what are you gonna do with this? I'm like, man, should I buy this Corvette or a T-Rex? It's gonna be a tough choice.
Yeah, I mean, and they're all handmade by me, man. So
Hey, there we go. Lucky Butter says Sonny's considering on getting a skull now. I might start a GoFundMe tomorrow and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna make this short film. I need 20K so I can get this skull. It's gonna revolve around this T-Rex skull. Like if you donate a 1,000, I'll put your name in the credits.
yeah, it's cool, and then I have a few things right here behind me for that that are real end cast both, but they I just get stuff that are throwaway I can just, take home and put on my shelf.
That's understandable. I used to work at GameStop and they'd be like, hey, we're gonna throw away this poster of Super Mario Brothers. You want it? I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's not as cool as a fossil, but
yeah. I mean, it's not a cool. Say I have like a cast of a dinosaur claw, but
yeah.
like this here is the cast. So that's a real track of dinosaur track. But
Oh, that's pretty dope. Hey, there's some dinosaur tracks, probably about 20 minutes from my house, in Leander, Texas. I
oh
just read about it the other day, and because we were so dry that they appeared in the riverbed.
yeah, the reason I went down to Texas so urgently was because I wanted to see those dinosaur tracks down in Glen Rose super bad.
Yeah, and
Um,
then it rained.
and then yeah, it rained the night. My car battery died in Oklahoma, and it rained like that night, and I'm like, God damn it, man!
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh man, the
That's
luck
my
right
favorite.
there, dude.
That's my favorite dinosaur they have tracks of now. I've been to Glen Rose, Texas twice now, and both times, like it was like the first time I went there, you could see the tracks, but they're underwater, so you can't like interact with them.
Yeah.
But the second time I went, because it hadn't rained in so long, like the river was like cloudy, you couldn't see anything at all.
Oh, okay.
So it was shit. There's another something cool right there.
Oh, that's dope too.
That's a Raptor Claw.
Really interesting. That looks big.
And it's big. It's the big raptor.
Oh, okay.
This is a Dakota Raptor.
Oh, see, if my kid were here, he would have been like, "Yeah, Dad, that's the largest raptor. You're thinking of a velociraptor." Blah blah blah. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Shut your mouth,
Velociraptor
dude."
Claws like that. I used to have a Velociraptor
Yeah.
Claw. I don't know what happened to it, but that'd be like that big.
Do you ever pose your that type of stuff with your figures?
No, I never have, to be honest. I was thinking for a minute about when I have a bunch of dinosaur figures coming in the mail soon. Putting dinosaur figures next to like the fossils, like
Yeah.
But
I know, like I went to the Houston Museum when they had that Ramses exhibit, and like a dummy, I didn't even
oh,
take a Moon Knight figure. I was like, it would have been
I'm
perfect.
super jealous, dude. I wanted to go to that Ramses exhibit so bad.
Yeah,
I was
it was pretty good.
because I went there when they were setting it up. I got to see like them assembling the stuff. But I didn't get it.
Oh,
I never
okay.
got to go back. Yeah, Direwolf skull from Bone Clones. That's cool. Bone Clones is a super close friend of ours. The owner of that company just died a few weeks ago. Actually, it's pretty sad.
Oh dang.
But he's a cool guy. Here's a
What is that?
what does it look like? Think of it
Like
like
T-Rex?
yeah, it's T-Rex tooth.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
Man,
bro.
it'd be cool to
You can
have
buy.
that be the sheath of a knife.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
Oh,
can
that'd
buy
be
one of
dope.
these for like $90.
What? Oh man. Put that on my Amazon wish list. Chris Jordan says, flying home from wedding weekend, but still had to stop by and drop a like. Sup, everyone? Hope the day was good one for all. Sorry I can't stay. It's good night. Stay safe. Good luck on hunts. Appreciate you stopping by, Chris Jordan. Chris Jordan likes to spoil things, so he would have told the ending of tonight's episode.
Oh man.
Yeah. Let's see. Plastic says, dude, sell some Dynamones and buy a decent car. Dude, you can't do that.
My car is awesome, man. I love my car. It's
Man,
just,
you know
I just
what?
hit a curb. That's all.
Like one time I got pulled over by police for speeding and for being Hispanic. And they pulled me over and I didn't have no insurance on me. Like I didn't have insurance at all on my car. He was like, "Why don't you have insurance?" I was like, "I don't know, insurance is expensive." He's like, "All right." He goes, "Do you have anything in your car?" And I was like, "Yeah." I got a Desert Eagle in my glove box. And he was like, "Why don't you sell your gun and buy you insurance?" I'm like, "That's like asking me to sell a child to buy insurance." Like, dude, I'm not gonna do that. Like, what? I go,
That's
"What if
funny.
someone tries to attack me? What am I supposed to try to get in my car and run them over, or pull out my Desert Eagle? One or the other, dude. Like, it's not gonna happen."
You just give them a paper cut with your insurance paper.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Stop
back away.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, dude, yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of my Desert Eagle to buy car insurance. Like,
I got a speeding ticket in Kansas on the way down there too.
God, dude, your trip was just not the greatest, man.
Dude, yeah, I was going 93 and a 65, so.
Oh, 93 and 65. Oh yeah, they'll get you for that.
Yeah, down in Kansas there.
I had a police officer tell me that he shut off his radar or when I hit 98 miles an hour because he didn't want to see how fast I would actually go because the speed limit was 45. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Fuck.
Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Jones says, Sonny, go to CT and you can buy one of those claws.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Like I've always thought about that. Like people that have like other interests, like to mix the two things together. Like a lot of the toy photographers, they're actual photographers and they take pictures of toys. So it's kind of mixed.
Yeah.
Like I assume, I don't know how Bella's Toy Chest does it, but I assume she has pictures of figures with like dildos and stuff. I don't know.
I didn't do that much research, man. I didn't subscribe to her OnlyFans to see,
She's like, what is she doing with this frogman?
Maybe if it was $10, maybe, but $20, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh man, that's an old price of a Legends right there.
Yeah, I mean, like I could buy a whole toy for that 1 month worth of content. That you probably gotta pay more behind the paywall afterward.
Yeah.
I hate that.
You can buy a whole McFarlane figure and be disappointed that way instead.
Yeah, McFarlane. Did you like McFarlane figures?
Okay, I used to hate them with a passion. Okay, first of all, I loved them because he made Devastator. Yeah, that big Batman.
Yeah,
that was a really dope figure. And then I kept buying some, and I was getting disappointed every time I bought them. And then recently, I've been getting the ones that I've gotten in. I've liked. Like I thought Owlman was an amazing figure. The Superman is not too bad of a figure. Man-Bat was terrible. Mr. Jones likes Man-Bat. I can't stand Man-Bat because the ankles don't do anything for me.
The sculpt looks cool, but yeah,
it's too heavy. It's too top heavy. Like people complain that Clayface wasn't heavy enough, and he had these massive feet to keep him steady. And then they go and make a tremendously heavy Man-Bat with the weakest ankles I've ever seen on a figure. So
yeah. Plasty says you just said your car fucked up all those tires. Yeah, dude, I hit a curb and I fucked up my alignment, dude. I fucked up the car, so the car fucked up the tires. It's a cool car. It's a '93 Pontiac Grand Prix. It's a GTP. It's like it's super uncommon actually. I know lots of people with Grand Prix, but I don't know anyone with a Grand Prix that looks like mine. Like mine's like the GTP is super rare.
Yeah, I was like yours. Like I couldn't tell exactly what it was. I could tell it was a Pontiac, but I was like, I don't know. It was like I was like, it's too big to be a Fiero. So I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it's a Grand Prix GTP, man. It's super fucking cool car. Like I saw that this guy was selling it, and I had a '98 Grand Prix, and that one had a supercharger in it, and it was super dope. But the head gaskets blew up on that one. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay, they like they're asking me $2,500 to fix the head gaskets out here.
God
And I'm
dang.
like, I'm not paying that. Screw that. And then I saw this car pop up, $2,700 for a better looking Grand Prix, and I'm like, I'll take that shit. Bought that.
Yeah.
The guy who had it was like, I've had this car since 1994, and I've been, I wanted to make it a show car someday. That went da da da. I'm like, oh man, love that car. It's super fucking cool.
Yeah, my dad had got me a Pontiac Fiero when I was gonna learn how to drive, and I was like, Dad, you realize if someone rear ends me, they only have to go through this much car to kill me. Like, I'm not gonna drive this thing around, dude. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah, I
I'm
was
a,
like, I couldn't drive it.
yeah, it was me that sucks. That's literally what I said. Pontiac GTO, dude. GTO is like my dream, dude. I love
You,
Pontiacs. I'm a Pontiac guy. I've owned 4 cars, and 3 of them are Pontiacs.
and see, I'm a Chevy dude, and is it the GTO? One of the Pontiacs was supposed to get the Caprice body. I can't remember which one. Maybe the G8, the
I I don't know, to be honest with
but
you.
I don't think it ever happened. But that was actually looking forward. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and go move to Pontiac if they get that full size sedan. But I don't know that it ever happened. But that's what I heard. It was Chevy had basically pushed that model over to Pontiac to put it as the G8. But I don't know. And then Pontiac went out, with Saturn and all that.
Yeah. No, I'm usually a super good driver. But that time I was driving in Texas, I was in Texas and I'm on Tinder, getting all these matches on Tinder. I'm talking to this hot ass chick, and I'm like, oh yeah, in Texas for one more day, and then oh fuck, where'd that curb come from? Psh, fuck, never.
Yeah. In Texas,
Damn
we
it.
call that swanging lane to lane. All right, you're gonna hit a curb swanging lane to lane. It's just what happens.
Yeah, so I was like, God damn it, I never fucking get in the car. I haven't been in an accident in in fucking 10 years. It sucks, but
Yeah,
whatever.
I hit in my '72 Skylark. It had 16 by 8 inch wheels on the back and like 13 by 6 inch on front with some low profile tires, and I hit a pothole and like literally dented the rim. Like it was like this, and then it
Yeah.
ended up like dented. And uh, but when I bought the car, they had cut the springs, and so I couldn't fit a spare tire on it unless it was a 13-inch wheel. And so I had to ride on a dented rim like all the way to my house. And
Oh fuck.
yeah, me and that car have been through some things. Like I one time blew the transmission like almost in my neighborhood area, and I lived in East Austin, which was like maybe 30 miles away.
Oh
And with
wow.
the blown transmission, um, at 2 to 4 miles an hour, it was like a 2 hour ride to get there. I was just
Fuck.
like,
Yeah, I
yeah, it
had
was bad.
my first car was a Pontiac Firebird.
Oh, okay. My
I had a,
neighbor got one. So one of my neighbors got a Barracuda, and I pulled out my Skylark, and then my other neighbor got jealous, and he makes a lot of money, so he went and bought a Firehawk. I
oh
was like, oh, this bastard! Like, god dang it!
yeah, I
But
had a
he doesn't drive it. He just pulls it out the garage, cleans it up, and puts it back in. I was like, come on, dude.
yeah, my first car was a Firebird, and I loved that car. It was black, like it was like Knight Rider.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah.
was dope. But
A friend of mine had a white one, and he put that Knight Rider, that bar on it. And I was
oh
like,
yeah,
it's white. I was like, it's white, dude. Why did you do that? He was
it's a
like,
White
it's
Rider.
still. Yeah, he was like, it's still. I was like, no, no. I was like, don't whitewash Kit, all right?
Yeah, and then my brother and my dad are Mopar guys. So they
Oh, okay.
my brother's got this lime green 68 Charger.
I bet that's nice. See, look,
It's
man, Logic 44
super,
right there.
super clean.
Not gonna lie, jumped a few more curbs than usual since I've been out here in Texas.
Yeah, it's
Swanging
Texas's
lane to
fault.
lane. Swanging lane to lane. That's what you do.
It's Texas's fault, bro. Not my fault. It's Texas' fault.
He didn't say grinder. He said Tinder. Obi, what you going is? He said the boot tire. You know what's messed up? I said I was talking about my Skylark and I was like, yeah, I blew a tranny, and then someone just turned around and goes, we don't say that anymore. I'm like, oh, you're disgusting.
You
Like,
blew a
like
tranny, bro.
I'm like, it's not what I meant. So anyway, so I'm blowing this tranny right now. It's like, it's funny because like if I say something and I don't mean to be offensive, but someone takes it the wrong way because they heard it out of context, I just double down. I'm like, let me just make this as offensive as possible at this point.
Yeah, I mean, fuck them.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean it's landed me in HR a few times. It's like HR jokes about the size of my personnel file to other people, and I'm like,
oh,
that's
that's funny.
messed up. Like when y'all, I was like, y'all, hey, stop bringing this stuff up. All right, I'm just trying to have lunch with this person.
Man,
Let's see. Sonny, that jealous neighbor of yours also collects me in inbox. The guy with the firehawk that only pulls it out to clean it.
that's funny shit though. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. It was nice being in different states though, because man, I'm a single guy, so going to these other states and going on Tinder and shit, I'm like, damn, I'm getting all these matches with all these chicks now. South Dakota fucking sucks.
South Dakota, they're like, so do you own your own farm? Do
Yeah,
they
for
have
real.
farms up there? I don't even know.
Yeah, there are farms, but where I'm at, it's the mountains, it's the hills, so there's,
Oh, okay.
you know,
South Dakota, they're like, well, if you go like to what, Arkansas, they'll be like, oh, we're not related. Swipe left. Is left or right? I don't know which one's
yeah, yeah,
which.
left is a no. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay, all right.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, damn. When I was in Kansas, holy fuck, dude, like, can't. I'm like, damn, I broke down in Kansas on my birthday. This shit sucks. But shit, okay. Good thing I got a hotel room. Shit,
Man,
'cause chicks
so
are all over in Kansas. They're like, oh, someone new's in town. Oh my god, they're going crazy.
they're like, oh, he's originally from California. Oh man.
I, I'll put that on Tinder, man.
Like,
You don't put that on Tinder in a red state, bro.
oh yeah, that's true, that's true. Look, but it says Texas has some mad terms when it comes to getting off the interstate. Almost slapped the shoulder because of it. So, yeah. Marcy,
Yeah,
Sweet Home Alabama.
never been to Alabama yet.
I did I go? No, I didn't go through Alabama. I stopped. I went to Mississippi. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law live in Mississippi right now, which was really weird. That was a really weird experience in Mississippi.
I've been to Mississippi
Uh,
once too.
because I was like, all right, I'm in Mississippi. I'm only listening to David Banner because he's from Mississippi, and they'll be like, he's cool with us. He knows our people. He knows our music. Uh, but like I went to buy fireworks, and I'm standing in line, and I guess I was in like it was nothing but black people in there except for me, and then the people that were selling fireworks. They were probably all related or dating each other. I couldn't tell. It was a really weird dynamic. Uh, but like everywhere I walked, they left a space between me and them. It was kind of weird. I was like, I'm good. Like, oh, you have those mortar shells as well. And then they're like, yeah. And then like bringing their kids closer to them. I'm like, dang it, like what? I came back immediately, told all my black friends about it, and they're like, that's what it feels like. I was like, dang, that's crazy. That's wild. Like, yeah, it
So,
was really weird, man.
so what'd you do in South Dakota? Olu? Is that his name?
Yeah,
Olu?
Olu, he probably left. That's what he did. He went to South Dakota just to leave. No.
He went to Mount Rushmore and he's like, "Yeah, fuck this place, not coming back here."
Hey, this wasn't the same mountain from Richie Rich. Oh, let's see. Plasty, the disciplinary file bragging rights should be yours exclusively. Yeah, no, they use me like as an example. It's ridiculous. I'm like, isn't that supposed to be private? What the no. But they're like, you probably talk about it on stage. And I'm like, I don't. I don't talk about this stuff. I don't bring up work on stage.
Yeah,
Like
you know,
everybody, like everybody does it at work to me too. They're like, they'll say something, I'll say something, and it makes them laugh, and they're like, "Oh, you're probably gonna use that on stage." I'm like, "I'm not. I'm not gonna use it." Like, I'm not
Yeah, it's funny. What's it called? About Tinder. You would think I'd get more luck with on dating apps with being, I have pictures with dinosaurs and shit. Like,
yeah.
come on, like I'm sitting here like my head is in a T-Rex's mouth. I mean, come on, this is cool.
You should take pictures with action figures, like
Yeah,
see what kind that pulls.
like I have a picture of my head in the T-Rex skull that I made for The Rock. I'm like, look,
Oh yeah.
like I
Did
made
you
this for The Rock.
did you take a picture with The Rock?
No, The Rock hasn't been here yet.
Oh,
Well,
okay, okay.
he's talked about coming out soon, hopefully. But
That's the picture you got to use right there.
yeah, busy,
Picture of
busy,
The Rock.
busy schedule guy.
Yeah.
But I was telling my boss on because he emailed us saying how much he loves like paleontology and stuff, how much respect he has for this field. And we're like, come on out sometime. And I'm sitting there,
Yeah.
I'm like imagining The Rock coming out here to go dig up some fossils with us. He's gonna be wearing the same exact clothes he was wearing in Jumanji and Jungle Cruise.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be so dope.
Bone business.
There
Yeah.
you go. Get the hits on your Tinder account. I'm a bone specialist. Joey B, bone specialist at your service.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Oh
Dude.
man.
Oh, so I saw last time I was on your live stream. I saw that there was a Rocco the Garbage YouTube channel that popped up on there. That was
Oh
fucking
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
That was hilarious.
I still don't have a clue who that was that popped up like that. I was like, the timing of that is crazy. Like I don't know who it was though.
That was funny shit.
Let's see. If you want to use as an example, they should pay your image rights. I get paid pretty good. But I was like, compared to some other people work, I get paid pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, but HR, I think they make the jokes because they know I don't care. Like it's like, it is what it is. Cause like I've gotten in trouble for making jokes, until they found out what the context of was why I said things, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, so you didn't initiate all of this. I was like, nah, I didn't. I just added my 2 cents. They actually were shocked one time because they were like, did you say this? And I'm like, nope. And I go, what I said was, and I said what I had actually said, and they were like, that's way worse than what they claimed you said. And I go, I know, but we're all being honest here, right? And they're like, all right, well, stop saying that. For sure, stop saying that. They were like, we don't know how to deal with this fool. Like, he's up here telling on himself worse. Like, what?
That's funny shit. That's
Mark
funny
C
shit.
says that he thought Rocco the Garbage was you undercover.
I wish, dude. I'm not that funny.
And I was like, man, who got that account already up? Let's see. Are you saying those tier lists ain't making you a hit with the ladies at Tinder? Who would have thought? You
Nobody,
should make a Tinder tier list.
yeah, I mean, I go on there and rank all 150 matches I have on there, and
Yeah. She'll be like, and as a callback, this girl has cross-eyed like D tier list Sonny, Buzz Lightyear. Man,
yeah,
no lie. I had a teacher who was cross-eyed, and that fool was yelling at me one time, and I was like, I didn't even do anything. He was like, I'm not talking to you, and I'm like, oh. And I was like, I looked at my friend. He was like, man, this is awkward for me too. Like I totally thought he was getting mad at you. I mean, it made sense. It made sense that the teacher would be yelling at me, so I just assumed his eye was looking at me. So I was like, oh crap.
that's some funny shit, dude.
Olu says visited family in the Air Force and got clean out of there. So,
Oh, were you at Ellsworth? That's a Rapid City. It's like the 40-minute drive from me. That's so it's not bad.
Ellsworth sounds like a guy who's visiting to try to marry a princess.
That's
Madam Lord Ellsworth is here.
that's Ellsworth Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
And all the people in the military, they show up and they meet a girl and they're like, let's get married like right now. That's how it
Okay.
goes. Oh,
It's like the Philippines of the U.S. over here.
that's what military people are, man. They fucking meet a girl and they're like, let's get married like immediately. I'm gonna cheat on you a lot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, actually, my ex-wife was in the military, and she was like, it was crazy. They had said like statistics, like 70% of people in the military cheat on their spouses, and I was like, ooh, that's a red flag, huh? I was like,
Yeah.
I should have bounced at that time, but I was like, oh, let's hope you're the 30%. She
Did that
wasn't.
happen?
Yeah, she was the 70%. It's like you add to the statistic, you whore. So, oh man. Oh look, Loki popped in. Totally accurate. Totally
Low-key,
accurate.
low-key.
Ellsworth is the Philippines of America. If they're going there to hook up with somebody to marry.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah. Um, did you see when I was in Kansas, I drove past Wakanda, Kansas?
Oh, Wakanda, Kansas. I didn't see that. No.
I made a post. I drove through Wakanda, and I typed all on Facebook while I'm driving through there. I said, Wakanda forever, but I spelled it the way Kansas spelled Wakanda.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was spelled like WACOUNDA or something like that. I'm like, fucking funny. Driving through Kansas is actually really funny because like every city in Kansas is a better city, like is named after another city is better somewhere else. Like there's Manhattan, Kansas.
Oh, okay.
There's Minneapolis, Kansas.
It's Kansas City, Kansas, and
It's
Kansas City,
better.
Missouri.
Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri are like the same city, but like yeah, they're Missouri side's better. Uh,
That's what I've heard. I know somebody from Kansas City, Missouri, and he was like, "Oh, we don't deal with those Kansas City, Kansas people." I was like,
yeah,
I
and
don't.
then
That
you get
sounds like segregation, man.
and then
What?
and then there's a Stockton, Kansas.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, well, this place might actually be better than regular Stockton because you're less likely to get murdered here. So, uh, but there's also like only 20 people who live here, so
Oh, and I guess that lowers your chances. Blassie says Wakanda, like guacamole. Oh man.
yeah. And then Wakanda. Hey, it's Ian.
It's
Hey,
Ian
man.
Hansen.
Yeah. And then you go to and then even the real Wakanda isn't as good as the fictional Wakanda. It's like come on, man.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Wakanda, Wakanda Forever comes out what? November 11th?
Comes out pretty soon, I think. I need to watch that the Spider-Man No Way Home extended cuts in theaters.
I saw that, and I bought a was it a monthly pass or whatever to the movie theater? So I just need to go check it out. But yeah, I wonder what's in it that they could have
Yeah,
added. But
I need to go watch it. I just don't want to drive. I can't drive at all right now. My car's in mechanic. But like, I need to get a ride
you know,
to.
I'm assuming it's like early 2000s DVDs, director's cuts, and they just filled it with more nudity.
I mean,
Um,
that'd be great.
somehow. I don't know how it happened, but they're like, oh, look, oh, dang. Aunt May got blasted and her shirt came off. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
I just I just
I don't think
remember
anyone would complain about that.
every director's cut DVD that I ever bought, I was like, oh, let's see the director's cut version.
Is
Oh,
that
they
how?
just added boobs randomly in here. Like, all right.
Did you ever watch the Daredevil extended cut or
No,
the
I haven't.
director's cut?
Wait,
I
did I
never.
see that one?
I've never seen it. That's why I was wondering if that happened in that.
No, I hadn't seen it. I've seen the road cut of X-Men Days of Future Past.
Okay,
That's the right one?
I
Yeah, I've
didn't,
seen the road cut.
I didn't see that. I
It
saw the. I went and watched that stupid extended cut of Endgame that adds like 10 minutes of footage or whatever. It added nothing.
See,
All
Mr.
it did,
Jones says 11 minutes of extra stuff in Spider-Man.
all I know is the Endgame one. I was super disappointed about. All it did was add in at the very end of the movie. Oh, this scene was cut from the movie. And it's really shitty CGI of the Hulk jumping into a building and saving a kid and coming out of the building and saying, here you go, kid. And then there was a rest in peace Stan Lee tribute, and that was it. I'm like,
Ah.
this wasn't worth watching Endgame again. This is a fucking 3 hour movie that's now a 3 hour and 15-minute movie.
Yeah. Just to
Fuck.
do that. Oh, there we go. Matt Logic says DD director cut has more Affleck nipples. So that's well worth it right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah.
yeah, man, like, I don't know. I watched that first Daredevil movie a few times, 'cause it was a superhero movie, you know, and it's like, it didn't have a whole lot of them. And then Elektra came out, and then
Elektra
that
is
made me
awful.
not want to watch Daredevil anymore, 'cause I'm like, you're the cause of this. You caused this Elektra movie to happen.
Elektra is the only Marvel movie I've not been able to finish.
The only Marvel movie I haven't finished was Ghost Rider,
Spirit of
whatever part
Vengeance.
2. Yeah, Spirit of Vengeance. I couldn't finish that.
That one is awful. My
Yeah, it's like,
my brother and I were watching that in theaters. That came out the same year as the Avengers.
did it? I
Yeah.
didn't even know. I didn't realize that.
My brother and
Yeah,
I,
it was.
my brother and I went to watch that in theaters. Oh, I saw the first trailer for it. I told my brother, "This movie looks awful."
Yeah.
He's like, "Really? I thought it looked pretty dope in the trailers." I'm like, "I don't know. I think it looks awful." And like, so we had like a bet. The movie was awful or if it was good. So we went and watched it, and we're both like, as soon as the movie ended, we walked out. We're like, we should have left like half hour ago. God, I've never felt physically sick from watching a movie before. It was
You know,
awful.
I've only ever actually walked out of a movie one time, and it was like some Tommy Lee Jones movie, and I literally fell asleep while the movie was on, and the girl that I took to the movie, she was all like, "We can go." I was like, "All right." It's like, I don't even remember when I fell asleep, but
Yeah,
I just remember Tommy Lee Jones was in it, and then she was like, "We can go." We went back to her place, and it was way better time than the
yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones movie.
Actually, yeah. In November, I went on a date. This girl wanted to go on a date, so we were like, watch a movie or whatever. There's nothing good out at that time, so we're like, oh well, I guess we can watch Dune. We're like, okay, cool. We go to see Dune, and we're both sitting there watching this movie, and we're like, God damn, this movie's fucking boring. This movie is fucking boring. So she's like, can we just go back to your house? And I'm like, yeah, we can go back to my house. That's a way better idea. And that was a great night. But
Yeah,
uh,
it's always better
that
that
was
way.
it was way better than Dune. I'll tell you that. I'm sure Dune wasn't even bad. It's just boring as shit. And I don't have like I. It's not like I have a bad attention span. I just don't like watching boring shit.
Yeah, that
Like
makes sense.
I kept getting a lot of comments on my video, like, yeah, and this guy's getting. They think the 15-minute video is super long. This guy have a fucking attention span of a fucking gerbil, and I'm like, no, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can make a 20-minute long video that doesn't feel 20 minutes long because you're entertaining, and you can make
Yeah, yeah.
and you can make a 5-minute video that feels like it's a fucking hour because you're so
Yeah.
fucking boring.
You know, I was reading through a lot of the comments on there, because some of them are hilarious, and that was one thing that I noticed. A lot of people were saying they're like, 15 minutes is too long for you. You got a better attention span. Is blah blah. Like they're like, eat some ginkgo or something. I'm like, what? Like no, but I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, you can say it's too long. If you feel it's too long, it's too long. Like, there's some
But
comedy specials that I watch where I'm like, I love this comedian. The special's too long. Like, they should have cut it at 30 minutes because the back half got boring.
yeah, it's just like if you're not entertaining, your shit's dragging on, even if it's only 5 fucking minutes. But if you're saying the same thing 20 fucking times in a video, like, okay, we get your point. Like, just you can say it, but God, it make
Yeah.
like again, like I gave Unparalleled Universe a fucking high rating, and his videos are always at least fucking 15 minutes, 20 minutes
Yeah.
long. But
Yes.
he's like entertaining the whole time.
Yeah, his and Jay Hernandez too. They have
Yeah,
longer videos, but it's like they're entertaining. Jay Hernandez especially because he's all
yeah,
like, He goes,
music
the
and
Ninja Turtle Raphael, he's named after the Renaissance painter, blah, blah. Like he gives a lot of back history and stuff, and I'm like, oh, cool. Whereas me,
yeah.
I'm like, hey, this one's green.
But then other
That's
people,
red.
but then other people like, so like, this is Carnage, and I don't like that he's red, and
Yeah.
and then,
They're
oh
like,
yeah,
gang, 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 gang.
and
It's
then did
like,
I mention that Carnage is red, and I don't like that he's red, and oh yeah, Carnage is red, and yeah, he's red, and yeah, he's red. I'm like, okay, fucking, I get it. He's fucking red. You don't like that he's red. Okay, fucking
and
move
see,
on.
and see, Joey. Meanwhile, colorblind people are like, oh, Carnage is red.
I'm just like, there's one guy I watched. I'm like, he said the same thing like 20 times in his video. I'm like, dude, I get the point. You're just dragging it out now. It's just end the video. Just
Yeah, because I mean, I've seen those videos where they're like, the leg goes back this far, and the other leg actually goes back just the same. You're like, well,
yeah,
duh, they're like uniform legs. Like, why would they not be the same?
yeah. That's like if you were to review that Buzz Lightyear figure right there, and you harped about how his eye is cross-eyed 20 times in your video, like that's fucking annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
fucking
like sometimes I do think things like I can't point out something too much because then I'm like, what if someone's watching it and they're cross-eyed? And they're like, I don't see anything wrong with it. And I'm like, I keep mentioning it, and I'm like, all right, I gotta quit. So it's like sometimes I guess you overdo it. Like I learned that with stand-up comedy too. It's like you can hit a punchline. They say comedy works in threes. If you want to hit it 3 times, cool. If you hit it a fourth time, it's gonna get annoying, and people can actually start to hate what they just enjoyed because you went overboard too much with it.
yeah. And I understand that, Mr. Jones. I understand you don't you pay like movie tickets are expensive as hell. When I walked out of Dune with this girl, I'm like, well, one, it's worth it because it's a chick I watched the movie with. So,
Yeah.
uh, but also on top of that, it was also we have a theater in town, or not in my town clearly, but in Rapid City that we have two big theaters where you can go, watch brand new movies, and then there's one theater that's cheaper. It's like $5 a ticket, where you can watch movies that just left the big theaters. You can still watch them on a theater screen, but for cheaper
Man,
now.
here in Austin, those cheaper theaters are $2. That's that small town living right there. Like,
I know.
yeah, 'cause we got one of those theaters right here. It's like 250 per
Yeah, so
person.
I
Yeah.
went and watched Dune there, and I was $5 whatever, and then popcorn. There's only like $3 for a large popcorn, so you're like, fuck yeah, this is way better of a deal than going to the.
Yeah. Marty sounds like they're trying to hit the word count on an essay. I'm gonna do that next time. I'm like, let me count my words for this review. Like,
But yeah, it's just ridiculous, dude. That people really didn't like that. I'm like, I don't have a low attention span. A lot of people only watch like the first 3 minutes of a YouTube video,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then they sign out. I actually, whenever I like someone's video, I watch the whole fucking thing. I sit there and I watch the whole thing through. Like, cool, that was a cool video. Even the people I hated when I was watching everyone's videos, like I sat through an entire fucking 20-minute long Rocco video. The whole
dude.
time sitting there like, God damn, this dude's obnoxious as fuck.
I like that. I like that first response that he did to you. That first live stream response to you. Oh, what? So he thinks I'm annoying? I'm obnoxious? That's part of my shtick. And I'm like, what? Like that's you're purposely being obnoxious because, and then you got mad when somebody called you obnoxious. Like,
He
what?
wasn't mad, man. He wasn't mad.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I was just like, come on, man. Like, all right, whatever. Like,
I'm not mad, bro. I'm not mad, bro. I'm like, all you're doing is bringing me more viewers. Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'm
he
like,
did say that.
bro, like your videos went from 3K to 1K,
Yeah, well, it's like,
and my video went from 20 to 32K.
yeah, it's like a smaller YouTuber is not gonna bring up bigger YouTuber views. Like when I was with Shartimus Prime, he gave me some viewers, some subscribers,
Did Sonny freeze or did I freeze? Okay, Sonny froze, not me. Okay, cool. I just couldn't tell if it was me. I'm trying to read the comments. So, yeah, 20-minute Rocco video. Bless your soul. I know that was hard to get through. I watched 5 Rocco videos for that. It was really hard. I'm taking over, I guess. This is my live stream now. Welcome to the Joey channel. And Sonny didn't pay his StreamYard bill, so he's out. Like this is the Joey channel now. And let's see, what can we do on the Joey channel? I'm not nearly as funny. He has messaged me. He says he thinks his connection crapped out. So I don't know what to do now, to be honest with you. Let's see. Just went up for tears. It's that goddamn duck. Yeah, I know. He can blame the you can blame Rocco for the duck, you know. Sorry. Dude. Hope somebody comes back though, because I'm like, it's hard for me to do live streams. I don't do live streams for this exact reason, because I can't see the comments, except for like when I have to click on it, I can't see my face anymore, so I don't know how things go. So this is your plan all along, taking over YouTubers. Dude, you don't know how many times I've gone on live streams with someone and they like disappear, and it's just me down. It's just me on the video by myself. And I'm like, this has happened like 5 times now. This is my channel. Happened to me. I was live with Sharmus Prime one time when it happened. I'm like, all right, guys, welcome to Sharmus Prime's YouTube channel. You're here with JBR3 Collector. And oh, look who it is.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, you're clear.
Hold on, I don't have my sound now.
Can you hear me?
Audio. That looks about right. Sound. Default off. All right, can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Let's see. Oh crap! Hold on. Some reason I can't hear you.
We can hear you fine. So.
Oh, there you go.
All right, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right.
So, yeah, that's funny. So, yeah, when you went live with Sharmus, you got some subscribers, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't give him any subscribers. I mean, he has 600 and something, 600 something thousand,
Yeah, it's like, yeah, everybody said classic Sonny channel content.
I was like, welcome to the Joey channel.
Hang on, let me see. I think you're still connected through a bad connection on my end.
Wow.
Let's see. Joe, if you can hear me, log out and then use that link to come back in.
All right.
All right, let's see. Mr. Jones saying let's beef with Iron Can 3000 Articulated Ninja. Hey, I saw that video with the Articulated Ninja. I don't get why that dude's mad. He sounds like he just got issues with Hasbro. He's like, they asked me if I want to do a review. I told them no. All right. There we go. Yes. Let's see. Add to stream.
Sweet. So.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Mike Jones. I'm Mr. Jones. I'm not Mike Jones. My bad. I want to include all 3 of those people in part 2. So maybe we can start some problems with them. Depends if I like the video. I know Articulated Ninja. I know I don't. Huh?
Can everybody hear Joey? Because he sounds like auto-tuned to me.
Oh, do I?
Savage Says ITGT did that to me.
Can you
Dino
guys
Dog
hear me
didn't credit,
too?
but I can hear you better now.
All right, all right. Ugh. No, he meant like he listed all those YouTubers. I want to include them all on part 2 of my video. Um, I don't know if I like their content or not. I've only seen Articulated Ninja of those 3 that he typed out, and I know Articulated Ninja is not ranking high for me. So
Hang on, man. I gotta fix my sound here. Wait, did you freeze? I was like, I can't even tell right now. This
I'm
StreamYard is always screwing with me.
I don't know if I'm frozen or not. I looks like it's clear on my screen, but Joey is good for on them.
Okay, so it's good on their side. Yeah, for some reason it's coming out weird on my phone. Let me try to reconnect on my computer here.
Weird, bro. I don't know.
But yeah, no, I don't know if you've seen any of the people that Mr. Jones is talking about, but it seems like they just want to hate on Marvel Legends right now. That seems like to be the popular thing is to hate on Marvel Legends because people are
It
not
is
excited about the price hike.
it is like I think it's funny how many people are like anti-shill, you know, but like you guys are all this like you're all doing the same thing. Like you're not doing it. And I think it's kind of bullshit when they refer to someone as a shill just because they like something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure this person just actually likes the thing they bought, man. Like most people buy things because they want them.
Yeah, and that's my
And
thing too. It's like
if
if
you
I buy
want it, it
something,
means you like it. So
yeah, it's like if I buy something I don't like, I'm gonna try to find something to like about it because I spend my money on it. Like,
yeah. So like I think it's kind of bullshit calling people a shill for liking like a Marvel Legend. Like, you know, I like especially okay, one of the biggest one of the biggest names people call shill all the time is Sharmus Prime. People always call Sharmus a shill, and I'm like, I don't know. He's a guy who collects Marvel Legends and likes what Marvel Legends does. He
yeah,
gets free. He does get free shit once in a while, but I mean, I've heard him say negative things about Marvel Legends. You know, he does it fairly often. Just he tends to like them more than he dislikes them. So what, you know, people like Talker Art who just like want to shit on everything like that. I don't understand.
yeah. They're like, he's real, he's authentic. I'm like, he keeps buying them when he says that he doesn't like them. That's like if I was interested in getting prostitutes all the time, and I was like, I keep getting STDs. Why? I hate that, and I keep going to buy prostitutes. Like it's the same thing. Like you hate it, stop buying it. Stop. You know.
Yeah, yeah, and the same thing. There's this one guy who's super negative. Have you ever heard of this guy named what's his? I think it's Plastic Soul Keever or something like that.
I've never heard of him.
It's this like I might have the name wrong, but he's like this hippie looking guy. He talks real calm, and he just like, hey guys, yeah, so I just saw this picture of the Spider-Man figure, and it it looks stupid, and I don't like it. And what do you guys think in the comments? Do you think it looks cool, or do you think it's not cool? What do you guys think? Let me know. And it's like,
You know what?
I've never heard him say a positive thing about a single toy ever. I'm like, do you even buy toys?
You know, I think I know what you're talking about because I had dropped the Atticus Doom, the Mexico Atticus Doom review. I wanted a contest, which a lot of people in the Mezco groups thought the contest was rigged because Mezco had just like retweeted like 3 things that I did. Because I was, making jokes about stuff. And someone was like, of course Sonny won. I'm like, whoa, calm down with your attitude. So I did the review, and then like it was another review that was in German. And so my review was the only one in English, so people were looking at it. But then there was another guy that popped up because I did the search to see how many people were reviewing the figure, and it was a dude who was reviewing the pictures of the figure. And I'm like, "Dawg, how you gonna review a picture of a figure, man? Like, I don't know. To me, that didn't make sense. That's like if I flipped through a car magazine and I was like, so check out this Lamborghini right here. Now, I didn't actually drive it, but I can tell by the aerodynamics, it's probably not as fast as this Ferrari. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
see how that's valid, but that's all he had was those review pictures, and like he had a bunch of views on them.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of YouTubers like that now. I think. What does Sharmus call them? He calls them. He had a word for them. Can't think of what he called them now, but yeah, it's like, how are you gonna review a toy you don't even have?
Yeah.
You know? Like I remember there's that guy. He did a video about Galactus last year, and he was sitting there and he's like, yeah, so this Galactus figure, it looks good, but is it really worth $400? I was talking to my girlfriend and she was like, why would you buy that $400 toy? That's worth like $50 at most. Anyone who buys this, I feel like you're wasting your money and you're getting screwed by these big companies. You should just not buy this thing. But let me know in the comments below, do you like this toy or do you not like this toy? I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, and like, because I know some of the other people, they'll do like their first impressions of what's announced.
Yeah.
And I've thought about doing those videos, but I'm like, I don't know. To me, it's too much effort to not have the product in my hand.
Well,
so
like, yeah, like those are videos that get like views though. Like if you look at like go on Sharmus Prime's channel right now, right? His reviews are only getting, usually on average like 5,000 views. But when he does a video talking about a new reveal, those are like, 30 to 60,000 views. And you're like, holy fuck. I'm like, and everyone's doing that. As soon as the reveal's made, they're like, boom, here's a video about the new reveals. And it's like, I don't know, I'm not trying to become big on YouTube. If I wanted to be big on YouTube, I'd do videos every single day and do videos about oh, I'm gonna review this toy that's in a picture, and we'll yeah,
Yeah, and Marcus Z actually had. This is the guy I'm talking about. He had a top hat. So that's the guy.
Yeah, my guy doesn't have a top hat. The guy I'm talking about looks like a hippie.
Oh yeah, no, this guy had a top hat. I thought he was like part of a rock band or something, but yeah, that's the one. But I think I'm gonna start just giving my impression on figures, and it's gonna be a total wrong impression.
And
I'm gonna say I'm gonna lie about it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, they just announced what did Marvel Legends just announced? Oh, the Gore action figure.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna make up stuff about it. I'm like, yeah, it actually comes as a twin pack, so you get 2 Gore figures for the price of 1, and be like, it's gonna include the MCU Frogman that we have not yet seen in She-Hulk, and just go off of all these rumored things instead of actually
that'd be funny.
Give proper information.
That'd be hella funny. Trying to think, there's for some reason, like being a hater on YouTube is really popular these days. Like it's super cool to hate everything. It's like, I'm just being honest, sharing my opinion. Like that's cool, share your opinion. It's cool, But at the same time, saying other people are lying to you, I'm like, I don't think they're lying to me. Their opinion's just different than yours, man.
Yeah, like some people are like, oh, it has pins. Don't let them sell you this pin figure. They have pinless technology already. I'm like, yeah, they have soft goods technology too, but we're not complaining every time we get a Marvel Legends that doesn't have soft goods. Like,
yeah, no, I don't mind pins. I'm buying a toy. It looks like a toy.
That doesn't bother me.
I'm like, whatever, but like, I get it, but yeah, there's some people who I'll go like back to Talker Art. You know, Talker Art says no one else on YouTube, no one else on YouTube is telling you guys straight up like I am. They're not telling you their true opinions on these things because they're kissing up to them. Like, dude, I don't know. I feel like the people you're criticizing legitimately actually like the toy they're talking about. Like, I think they just actually like it. I think they're just less picky than you are.
Yeah, no, like,
And like,
well,
and like, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to shill for a company either. Like, I also do get like we should want better toys from companies. I get that too. But at the same time, like, I'm happy with what I get from Marvel Legends. So like,
it was like I was in a Facebook group, and this dude kept talking about, oh, Shill Island, talking about the new G.I. Joes again, gotta buy them Shill Island. I'm like, it was so annoying to hear this dude talk about Shill Island. Apparently it's Cobra Island, and he was like making a hilarious joke by calling it Shill Island. That I had to drop the group. I was like, it got to be
yeah,
too much. I'm like, it's almost like they're trying to become uninfluencers on YouTube and on the internet.
yeah,
Like, you
well,
have
yeah,
influencers. I'm trying to influence you to not buy this figure.
yeah. Like, I'm trying to and then those same people are like, you see, the reason why the companies aren't giving me toys is because I say how it is, and I'm gonna shit on them. I'm like, well, no, you also like always say that the company and the people who work at the company are a bunch of dumbasses who don't know what they're doing. Why are they gonna help? Why are they gonna help you out? They give you videos on your channel when all you do is
Yeah,
put them down. Like, uh, especially like on a personal level. At least just like there's some people who are out there like insulting like the people making the toys. Like, just insult the toys, insult the company, whatever. But you don't know those people's personal lives, and insulting them, like, yeah, I don't know.
yeah. That's the weird part too, because it's like, I mean, when you get mad if they insulted you, like if someone, well, not to me because I really don't care. Like, if y'all say something funny that's insulting to me, I'm gonna make sure I broadcast that because it's hilarious. But like, if I'm up here doing a review or whatever, and you don't agree with my review, don't be like, oh, hey, I went to your Facebook page, your dog is ugly. I'm like, what? This has to do with my review. Like, I don't. It's like, first of all, my dog is free. I don't care. It is ugly, but whatever. Like, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense to like personally attack the people who are making these figures. It's like, especially like, because I know what you're talking about. They're attacking the marketing team.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's their job to push out the product that they have.
Well, okay.
You know?
There's I'm not trying to get too much into it because I don't want this video to really blow up into drama for you or anything, man. But
Oh no, nobody watches my videos. Only Marcus E, Lucky Butter, Loki, Savage Saint, Mr. Jones. I can name them.
but like, okay, did you watch Tucker Art's video where he's going to the Hasbro booth? Like, he's
Yeah,
walking into
I
the
did.
Hasbro booth and Dan confronts him. He deleted the video, so if you watched it before, he deleted it or not. But
No, I
he's
saw
walking
it
up
off
there.
of the other
Boog.
guy who. No, not Bugs. I forget what his name is. It was another reviewer that reposted the video.
Well, I know Boog did. I don't know if someone else did too.
Okay, yeah, it was some other guy, but I don't. But yeah, I did see the video though.
But it's like, yeah, he's walking up. He goes, "Oh, look, there's one of the Asian Barbie twins," and then he says that like under his breath. But you can hear him if you're watching this video. And
Yeah,
then a little bit after that, like, Dan confronts him about him saying that they don't know what they're talking about because they're Asian. And I'm like, dude, like, yeah. He's like, I never said stuff like that. How is that racist? And I'm like, dude, like, you're saying that they don't know what they're talking about because they're Asian. That's
yeah,
literally what you said. It's what you said.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, it's just, yeah, that was, yeah. And like, and I saw his response. He was like, "Oh, is it racist? Oh, you're gonna stand behind them?" I'm like, well, being that I'm a minority and I've had racism towards me, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the other minorities. Like that was racist. They feel it was racist. It was racist. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
but
yeah,
yeah,
like
I mean,
it's not him saying that they're Asian is not racist. It's the way you say it. It's the way
yeah,
the context around it. So you say, like, you know, those Asian guys don't know what they're talking about. Okay,
yeah.
so
I
you're
mean, it's
saying
like
that
if
so
you
you're
know, it's
saying that
like if he
because
told people, like if he said, "Oh, Sonny has a job. He works in a taco truck. He smells like tortillas." Or if he was like, "Sonny's Mexican. He smells like tortillas." Like, oh, what? Like, one of those is
yeah,
racist. The other probably true.
yeah. It's just it's the way you say things. You know, it's dumb, and
Yeah,
I don't know how people can defend how it's crazy how people can defend stuff like that so hard. You know, and like Sonny
yeah.
and Joey beefing with YouTubers. So I've been beefing with YouTubers. That he's not like, dude, fucking. I get a lot of hate. I'm still getting comments on that video every single day. Like,
Yeah. Uh, there was someone who mentioned it to me just recently. They were like, "Hey, I don't know if you saw this video. They ranked you a D tier," and I'm like, "Holy cow!" Like I made a response to that like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like I was like, "I go, how you trying to look out for me like you real and you didn't even know I made a video about it?" Like so I was like, "Yeah, I've seen the video." Like, all right, like I was like, thanks to Joey's video, my video got good views. So, someone actually put that. They put that they looked at uh my Nova video
the
and
binary one, right?
binary. This was binary, and yeah, I was like, I don't even have Nova binary video, and they were like, oh, if anything, Joey gave you publicity or whatever. I was like, did you not finish watching the video? Like the whole thing is satire. Like the dude actually, I think the dude actually thought I was mad at the whole tier ranking video. So I was like, all right, that guy didn't finish watching that video. He jumped to my binary video of all videos. Oh man. He goes, I
It's
don't like your
because
scoring system. It's like,
it's
it was a pun
it,
on a binary. Like it was a binary joke.
yeah, it's because most people only watch 3 minutes of a fucking video. You know,
Yeah.
so they don't. They're like, yeah, this guy, yeah, and like, you know, it was mostly
But
just like like for you, I put you in D tier, but I think I said more positive things about you than anybody else I put in D tier. So,
you did. That's what I thought that was hilarious because I was like, he's all like, oh, he's a great guy. We're friends on Facebook.
well, I also
People
said like
care.
I said I thought it was hilarious that you about how you like put scale comparisons next to like real life things. Like I'm reviewing Thor, so I'm putting Thor next to a hammer.
But
It
like
was
to
funny.
me, like to me, you saying all that stuff showed people that you weren't being biased on this video. That you were like, well, this is what I think. This is how it is. Um, but yeah, it was. You know, it's funny too because you say like the first 3 minutes. Like I uploaded that Doc Ock and Silk review just the other day,
Uh-huh.
and it reached like 70 views, and it was like 6 minute average watch time. And then all of a sudden it shot to like over 100 and shot down to 3 minutes of watch time. I was like, damn,
Hmm.
like all these
Yeah,
people with short attention spans killing my time.
dude. Yeah, my tier ranking video. It's an hour long video, or a 52-minute long video, whatever. Uh, but my analytics for that, it says people watch 5 minutes of my video.
God dang. There's
I'm like,
which did it? I have a video. I can't remember which one it is, but the people. I mean, it's my highest one, and it's like at like 52, 53% average watch time. And I'm like, dang, I
well,
must have did something right on that video. I think it might be my vapor video.
uh, yeah,
But yeah,
it's
I was
I
just
don't.
like, damn.
Yeah, like, it's funny because like people tell me I have a low attention span because I can't because some people I see people's videos are too long, but like they didn't even watch like more than 5 minutes of my videos. So
Yeah.
I also hate it. I
Yeah.
got this comment. I got this comment a lot. They're like, how are you gonna criticize people for having long videos and you make a 52-minute long video? I'm
Yeah.
like, well, they have one video that feels super long about one toy.
Yeah.
I have a video that's fairly long where I'm talking about 42 different people trying to review them in a timely manner.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what I was like. Do they not realize how that works? Like, if your video would have been so much worse if you were like, here's these reviewers: Sonny, D, Rocco, F, D Amazing, Shartimus. Like, no explanation in them at all. Like, hey, I've
yeah,
kept it under 7 minutes. Yay!
yeah. And
Yeah.
a lot of people in the comments are like, I just fast forwarded to the end to see what the end result is, and I think your list is stupid. And I'm like, well, you didn't get my opinions on them. You didn't hear why I put them where I put them.
Yeah.
So, you know,
All right, you got to say, let's see, got to call it a night. Sonny, I hope church is chicken. Wi-Fi doesn't cut out again. Joey, I'll talk to you tomorrow, bro. Hey, later, Ian. Appreciate you stopping in, man.
Do you know Ian?
Know him from the chats right here. I know him
Okay.
from internet.
No, okay.
Last-
I didn't know if he watches your videos often or not. I don't know. I didn't know.
yeah, he pops in every now and then on the chat here. That's why he
cool.
got the church is chicken reference in there.
Oh, okay. He's a cool guy. I know him from the Charmus Prime live streams. We always talk on them.
Yeah, Shartimus Prime. Like when I'm like sometimes I'll go to his chat when I catch him, and it's hard to keep track of people in there because he has a lot more people in there. So it's like I don't know exactly who all is there.
Yeah.
Plasty says, "Good thing you sped up your video. If you hadn't, we'd probably still be watching it right now." Which that was the other thing I saw people complain about. Oh, why does it sound funny? I'm like, first of all, if you know technology, you will realize he sped it up. Like that's just. I mean, nobody like twitches. Like, it's a sped up video.
Yeah, that video was an hour and 15 minutes originally.
Hour and 15, yeah.
So
I mean, you cut it down. So,
and I already talked. Like, I was already talking kind of fast, so I was trying to get through it. But I only put it up to 1.4 times speed, so it's not like it's like super fucking fast.
Yeah.
I tried putting it on a speed where you can still understand what I'm saying, but it makes the video significantly shorter.
Yeah, and I mean, to me, it makes sense. It made sense for you to do that, but then I also create videos and stuff like that, so I know, like, I was able to easily see that it was sped up a little bit, and it wasn't 2 times speed, so it was all right for me. Plastic said he's gonna make a Cliff Notes of the tier of your tier list. It's gonna be 59 seconds long.
Dude, did you watch that last live stream when I posted the video where I kind of apologized for being a little bit too harsh to some people? Whatever. Yeah. Rocco did a live stream about my video again. And he's sitting there watching it. And he's like, this guy's so boring. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I'm boring. I'm just making a video, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm just having fun. But anyways, and he gets to the part where I go through the F tier people. I move some people around. I apologize to to the friendship lady. And Rocco goes, so does he talk about me? You mean he doesn't talk about me? Well, why am I even watching this? He's not even talking about me. And I'm like, are you in love with me? You want me to talk about you?
Yeah, his feelings were hurt that he didn't get back in the second video.
I'm like, I did that on purpose.
People ask me too. They're like, "Oh, he didn't mention moving you up." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. Like, I'm all right with that. He's still a cool dude. Like, I chat with him. Like, it's all good. Like, we're good. Like, I didn't get my feelings hurt. Like, I tell people, I was like, my mom don't even like Idiocracy. The one movie I was in had a significant part. She does not even like the movie. It's like, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Like, it's all
I
right.
need to watch Idiocracy still. I have it on my list. I'm gonna watch it one of these Fridays for movie night. I'm gonna watch Idiocracy.
Yeah, I was just like, man, let's see. Savage Saint says that was Sonny's employer shutting down the stream. He's already said too much. Oh man.
But yeah, dude, like it was just funny. Like I was like, I purposely ignored the people that that made videos about me because I'm like, I don't need to respond to their comments.
Yeah.
I just said what I thought about their content, and they made videos talking about how fat I am.
Yeah, that was. I was like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Like, he didn't say anything about. He like, yeah, he didn't say anything about the people, their physical appearance or anything. And
Yeah,
yeah, that's what they went with.
Like I didn't say I hate this guy's fucking voice, so I'm putting him in F. I'm like, no,
I think Rocco made fun of your shirt, right, or something like that.
yeah, he made fun of everything, man. He said I clearly get no pussy, that
Yeah.
that I'm a soy boy, which apparently means I'm feminine, apparently. Uh, and I'm
Like
like,
you're an alternate,
I'm
you're
like,
alternative boy.
I'm
I
like,
don't.
I'm like, I got a beard, bro. Am I feminine? Whatever, you know. My voice isn't like high pitched. It's not like super deep either, but it's not high pitched. So how is that feminine, you know? And then yeah, I was talking about I'm super fat and I or whatever. People mocking my breathing, and I'm like, my breathing sounds more amplified when I speed the video up.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
and then well, some other things he said. I'm like, I don't even need to comment on this. They just like, yeah, like, there's no, like, I don't need to have a response to you because all I said was my honest opinion that I think your videos are obnoxious and that you're annoying, and I don't want to watch your content ever again. And but even you go on here and say that I'm fat and ugly because I don't like your video. I'm like,
It's like the reason he thinks I'm so obnoxious is because he's overweight. Like what? I don't understand
yeah.
that one.
I'm like, yeah. Somebody made a joke and they were like, Joey, now you need to do a 2 ranking video of how you think you do in a fight against all those action figure influencers.
Oh man, it'd be like celebrity boxing for YouTube collectors. It's like, okay, yeah.
I'm like, well,
Honestly, Plastic says it's good night. He had to head out. He needs to start editing the 55-minute tier-list video. And then Mr. Cortez,
that's some funny shit, dude.
Yeah, Plastic's good, man. I like Plastic. He's a good dude.
But yeah, I was sitting there. I'm like, huh? I wonder who I would beat in a fight if I did this.
You know, someone posted on Facebook the other day. They were like, if you had to fight your 20-year-old self, who would win in a fight? Like you or today or you in 20 years old? And like most people were like, oh, I will whoop my 20-year-old self. I'm so much bigger and stronger now, blah, blah. I do Pilates now, whatever. I was all like, my 20-year-old self pulled weapons on people way faster than I do nowadays. I was like, he would clearly win. And people are like, what? So yes, when I say I'm a ghetto person, I mean it. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, I've been in like quite a few fights now, and I've won every single one that I've been in. And everyone in my video is a nerd in some way. So, who would I lose against? I'm like, plus I'm younger than almost every single person.
I know people told me that too. They're like, oh, Sonny, so you're a ghetto person, so you got in fights a lot, right? I go, I don't think you heard. I always had a weapon. That was what I was known for. It was like people were like, I don't know how much that guy. Like he has a weapon clearly. Like, dude, I was like, when I graduated high school, I was 112 pounds. I was like, I wasn't gonna last in a fight. I was like, I had to have a weapon on me. Like, this is just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, my 20-year-old self. I mean, I'm only 26, so it's only 6 years ago,
Like
and
Loki right here.
I'm like, when I was 20, I was a little bit skinnier, but I was also, a lot, I weigh more now. Had never been in a fight yet when I was in my 20s. Yeah, I think I'd beat the shit out of my 20-year-old self.
Mr. Jones asked if I would fight a 20-year-old Mariah Carey. So Mariah Carey, as you know, has explosive diarrhea all the time. So I
Does she
wouldn't
really?
take that chance.
Does she really?
Yeah, Mr. Jones told me about it, and I Googled it. He sent me a
Oh,
link to it. And I even Googled it the next day. I was like, this can't be real. And she takes so much laxative to keep up with her weight that she's constantly has diarrhea. And she has people who block off the bathroom after she's done so people don't smell it. I was like, dude, I can't even afford a T-Rex skull. I could never do that for like Mariah Carey. I could never get my own porta potty patrol.
god damn. God damn. But yeah,
Mark Z
no,
says, what's up?
yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I honestly don't think a single one of the people in that video could beat me in a fight, though. So,
Mark C says, if and when the apocalypse comes, I want Sonny by my side with his eagles and knives. That makes sense. That makes total sense.
no,
I
yeah,
one time answered the door in an apartment. I didn't realize I lived in hood apartments. I thought they were nice apartments. I found out later they were like, no, you're just that ghetto that you thought these hood apartments were nice. I was like, oh, okay. But I had my music too loud, and so the neighbors called the cops on me, and a sheriff came to my door after I had just learned that these were hood apartments, and did his police knock, the loud pounding on the door or whatever.
oh yeah,
And
yeah.
so I grabbed my 12 gauge and I opened up the door and I went to the door with it, and the officer was like, "Whoa, just And I go, "Oh, my bad," and I'll toss it like on my couch. I was like, "Yes, sir, officer, what's going on?" He was like, "Oh, just uh, there was a complaint about the noise. It's not even that loud. It's not even that loud. I'm okay." And I was like, I'll keep it lower for you. That's no problem, officer." Okay, good talking with you. You have a great night. But I think he realized he made a mistake. He's like, these are hood apartments, and I can't bang like on the door. It made sense. But I was just like, who bang on my door like that?
Yeah, for real though. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't grow up in the hood, but I grew up, close to where the hood in my town. So, I we never did hood shit, but well, that's a kind of a lie. Uh, I did hood shit when I was an adult. Um, but
That's time to
but
do it.
yeah, but but never when I was a kid. But like yeah, so I grew up, around a bunch of gangster kids and shit. So like when I got older, I meet, I met I did a lot of shit in San Jose at one point, uh,
Yeah.
and I met all these other gangster kids, and I'm just cool as fuck with them. And they're like, damn, I've never been treated this nicely by a white guy before. I'm like, bro, I just grew up around people like you, so I don't like. I got no judgment. I'm cool. Like, so people
Yeah.
a lot of people respected me and shit. So you know, I can be a white boy hanging in the hood and get some respect from some people. That was always pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
See, Mr. Cortez, he's in San Antonio. He's at Texas, stand your ground. That's right. That's why I was like, the officer knew he made a mistake. Like, wrong one. Should have knocked at the person who complained first and found out a little bit more intel. It was
that's
funny though, because like when I moved out of those apartments, my neighbors finally spoke to me. And they're like, "Oh, you're moving out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm moving out." And I started moving out a bunch of camera equipment, like my backdrops and my backdrop stands and like
oh yeah.
tripods, a bunch of stuff. And he was like, what do you what is all that stuff? I go, "Oh, well, I do photography," and I go and I tape auditions for actors and stuff here in Austin. He goes, "Oh, okay. Oh, oh, that makes a lot more sense now. I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, we used to, we would see all these like pretty girls come in and out, and sometimes we see guys there. And my wife, she thought you were a drug dealer, and I was like, maybe he's a pimp of some sort. And I was like, y'all couldn't just ask me like about my life, like you couldn't just be like, hey neighbor, what's going on? Like,
That's some
dude,
funny
like what?
shit.
Yeah. And then his sister-in-law was there, and she was like, "Oh my God, I always want to be a model, blah blah blah." And I was like, "You look like you're trying to buy drugs from me." Like, it's like she came over and she was like, "Oh, you don't sell drugs? All right, well, let's talk about photos instead."
Mr. Jones, he says, "Talker art can't throw hands?" Question mark. And then the guy below him says, "I'm gonna be mean, but Talker art looks like a sentient thumb with pubic hair." And also, I agree with that one. But the first one, I mean, he probably is one of the more. He probably would be one of the tougher guys in that thing, just because he works in construction and shit. But at the same time, he's also old. Like, he's old as fuck.
He's an older guy.
I
think he bragged about collecting toys since like before they were made or something.
Yeah,
it's so weird. He actually hit me up when I was in Las Vegas, and he was like, "Hey, we should hang out." And I was like, "Oh, okay," but I didn't get a chance to go hang out or anything with him. And then D Amazing actually told me, he was like, "Don't hang out with that guy. That guy's racist. He hates blacks and Mexicans." I was like, "Oh, why would he ask me to hang out with him?" Like, what? He was like, "Yeah, that dude was like, okay." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "It's not a secret." Like, I was like, "Oh crap, okay." And then like shortly after that video came out about what he was talking about, Dan and Ryan. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, all right, but
well, The Amazing thinks lots of people are racist. So The Amazing called me racist one time.
I mean, you did put me D tier with all the other Mexicans. No, I'm just kidding.
See, were there any of the Mexicans in D tier?
No, because you put Screw Toys in B tier. He's Mexican.
Yeah,
He's
a
like
cool
Mexican
guy.
native. Yeah,
And then,
he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. I don't know if you've ever well, you said you're gonna keep watching his videos. He's a good dude. Yeah.
he's decent. He's decent. I think he can get really good if he just keeps up his videos and just make minor fixes on his editing and stuff. He can do even better. Like, Charlemagne is fucking Hispanic, and he's super high. E. Rivera's Hispanic. Manny's Hispanic.
Yeah, there was a bunch of Hispanic people, but like it was funny because that's why I made that comment that I had to be British.
Yeah, I was laughing at that. I'm like, bro, you said Arkansas.
I was like, Robo's British too. But like that was the
so I think he's British. So
yeah, that part right there is where David from Display Model Behavior was like, I gotta have this dude on my shows.
Yeah, that shit's so funny. And then but then like you had Dan Who wasn't even in my S tier.
Yeah.
He was like D. And then Chartemus is up there, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
that's funny shit though.
Yeah, because then Dan Who like immediately responded on my video too. He was like, "That's the worst accent I've ever heard." He's like, "We don't sound like that."
I saw all those comments.
Yeah.
That video deserves more views than it got, man. It's only like 300 views or something like that.
I think it's right at around 600. I think it was like 590 something the other day.
Last time I looked, it was like 300, and like 20 of those views are me. 20 of those views are me. I watched. Yeah, I showed all my friends. Like I walked up, like, look at this shit. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, no, yeah, that video, dude. That video, I think the average watch time is about 40-45%. So like people are watching through that video for a good amount.
That thing was funny. That thing was funny.
Yeah, I was just like, then I kind of thought, I was like, man, I go, okay, that got attention. So I was like, that's what made me kind of think maybe I should do more of those videos of like what I think of the videos that are the figures that are announced or whatever, just so I could be that same
comedic
skill and stuff like that on there.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. I watched that and I'm like, damn, like this video here is S tier.
So there's actually two videos. There's two versions. The first one I did, I was using a wireless mic, and if I would go too loud, it would pop the sound and then like cut out for a bit. And so I had to redo it without the microphone.
Oh damn!
So there's actually another like 7 minutes of video, like completely different stuff that I said.
But dude, I was laughing the whole time. It's like I was dying when you got to the part about you walked in your room, in your son's room, he's playing with dinosaurs. So film all out. Like fucking shit, dude. I want to be a paleontologist. I want to be a paleontologist like Joey B.
Then I homeschooled him. He got all D's. People were like, "Dang, you brought that back." I was like, "Yeah, gotta make sure."
Shit was so. I was crying. I was literally like dying laughing at work. But
yeah. Let's see, Mark Z, I don't hate D Amazing, just think he's heavy in positive affirmation. Like here to know what's up with the articulation, not how much I matter to the world.
I don't hate the Amazing either. I just don't. So as a person, he called me racist one time because I disagreed with him on something in his video about a toy, and he said that I'm only disagreeing with him on that because I am racist or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not talking down to you because you're black. I'm talking down to you because I'm a dick. I'm not really talking down to you either. I'm just correcting you, or whatever. But I heard, but the amazing thing Sharmus Prime's racist too. So
okay, well, like I was called racist one time at work, and it hit HR. I think I mentioned it on the live stream. But so these two black girls were talking, and they were saying, God, what was the exact they were saying? They were talking about the height of different. Oh, they're talking about this one guy. He's a Mexican guy. He was like 6'4". They're like, you're really tall for a Mexican person. Blah blah, saying all this stuff, right? You're really tall. And I go, he's not tall compared to most of my black friends. They're taller than him. And one of the black girls just got up. She goes, I can't believe he just said that. And she walked away. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, you just called him tall for being Mexican. I said he's shorter than most of my black friends. And so then, like, the next day I go into work, I'm just not thinking anything of it. And that one of the black girls she looked like she was cold. And so I said, hey, I'm not using my jacket if you want to use it. And she was like, okay, thanks. She puts on the jacket to stay warm because it was cold in the building. About 2 hours later, they call me into HR. And they're all like, oh, yeah, you're in here because they said that you were saying some racist things. I said, who said I'm saying racist things? And they were like, well, her and her. And I go, I literally took off my jacket because I saw she was cold to hand it to her to stay warm. I go, she's wearing my jacket right now. Like, what? And so they ended up getting my supervisor. They called him into the office because he's black. And they asked him, they're like, has Sonny ever said anything racist or whatever? And he goes, no. He's like, that's my right-hand man. Like, he's like, when I take customer complaints and they want to speak to somebody higher, I get Sonny to talk to them on the phone for me. And they were like, he goes to lunch every day with a black employee. And they were like, they called that other dude in, and they go, has Sonny ever been racist towards you? And he goes, bro, I just started laughing. He goes, really, Sonny, of all people? Like, no, that was not racist at all. And so they ended up dropping everything. I go back to sit down in my seat, and I'm like looking at this girl with my jacket, like I should just snatch my jacket off of her, man. I was like, come on, man, like I take it.
Yeah, that's stupid, man.
Oh, look, there we go. Mr. Jones says, I was racist to him last week. I kept offering fish stick tacos.
Did you actually make those or what?
Yeah, I did. I made them live on the live stream. Like,
damn. I wanted to watch that. I was just so busy, dude. What the heck?
Yeah, I put a toast oven right there.
I'll go back and watch it. Hopefully it's not too long on a live stream. Let's make it.
Yeah, it's a long. No, actually, So the first 20 minutes I was toasting them in there. So
Okay.
that part's there.
Yeah, and then trying to think that yeah. So then, but really, the reason I put D Amazing so low on the video is because like people like the only good thing in his videos are his pictures. Like the rest of his videos, his editing is like really like lackluster. It's just like not trying to be a dick. It's like the same like it's basically the same exact kind of video as Talker Art's video, just with a better background.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, his backgrounds are amazing all the time. The dials that he has.
yeah, his dials are amazing. It's just it's just like one solid long video and one shot basically, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem. It seems kind of choppy and not very good. But then the pictures are where it's at for the Amazing. If you just did reviews with like pictures or something,
Yeah.
you do better. But his like I don't know. I never really got into his reviews. I just didn't like him. And then you see whenever you say, I don't know, did you see that comment? There's two comments on my video where they're like, "D Amazing all the way down there. You must be fucking racist." Oh.
Oh man.
I'm like, bro, if I was racist, Boog Nice, like Boog,
Yeah.
who I put in A tier, would not be up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mr. Cortez has a point. It says Sonny does not like Mexicans. I love telling people that in public, like in person. I'll be like, I'm not racist. I just don't like Mexicans. Most of them have done me wrong. And they're like, aren't you Mexican? I was like, correct. That's why I've been done wrong by so many. Like, I've been around them. They're family. Like,
Yeah.
people are like, I don't think that's racist. I think you just hate your family. I was like, I don't hate them. I just like saying it.
And then like for me, like I have a huge varied family, man, because I'm half Mexican, I'm white, so I got a huge Mexican family because you know us Mexicans breed like rabbits, you know.
Yeah.
And then my white family apparently thinks they're Mexican because they breed like rabbits too. And then there's a huge part of my family that's black, like because one of my aunt was into black dudes, so then she had black kids, and those black kids had black kids, those black kids had black kids had black kids, and it's like I got a huge fucking black family too. So I'm like, I grew up like I grew up in California, so like I'm surrounded by all these different races of people. I grew up in school with them my whole life, and then on top of that, like grew up side by side with like 3 races all at once. So like,
yeah, no, well, like, because my dad's best friend was black. However, I knew him since we were younger, so I thought he was my uncle. So I always told people like, yeah, I got a black uncle, like it's cool. But he also spoke Spanish, and he made me think that all black people knew Spanish as well.
You told me that part last time I was on. Not I was on, but I was watching.
Yeah, so like, dang it, like that still sticks with me. Like sometimes I'll talk to a black person, I'll be like, I'll slip in a Spanish word, and I'm like, let me go back. Like you didn't grow up in my neighborhood. My bad. Like that's my bad on that one.
Yeah, it's funny shit, dude. It's like it's hella funny. But yeah, people don't know like just because you disagree with someone on something doesn't mean you dislike them for what they are.
Yeah,
you just dislike them for who they are. Not for what they are, just for who they are.
Yeah, like or what they do. You don't like them for what they do.
Yeah, about
how they are.
How they are. That's a better one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean the thing though, I do and I know Grumps, Bat Force Grumps, he got a lot of likes on his comment that he was all like he gave you props for the fact you showed your face first. And I was like, yeah, I agree with that right there. Like you came on, you're like, hey, this is a disclaimer. which
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
yeah, because I that was my plan. Because I normally don't show my face in my tier ranking videos. I have videos on my channel where I show my face, but I usually just don't show my face before tier ranking videos because it's not important. But that one, I felt like it was important to put a disclaimer, like, because it was real people I'm talking about,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm gonna share my opinions, and I'm not afraid of hiding who I am to show you my opinion. And yeah, 'cause I knew it was gonna be big. I thought I was gonna get like 1,000 views.
Yeah.
I didn't expect 30 something thousand, you know. So I was.
Yeah. I think when I first saw the video, I think you were at like somewhere like 500 views. And then yeah, I kept going back to read different comments and stuff. I was like, holy cow, this is this is going big right here. So I was like, I like it though.
I think it has almost 1.5K comments.
God damn.
Like I was like reading and responding to every comment for a while, but now like there's too fucking many. I couldn't keep
Yeah.
up with it anymore. So I'm like I just gave up on reading them.
Dude, I can't imagine, like I'll get like maybe 8 comments on videos and YouTube is like, we're not even gonna tell this fool that he has comments. Like it's just like,
Yeah, and I was getting that problem too. Like it wasn't even giving me notifications for every comment either. So I'm like, how am I supposed to like find all these? You know?
yeah. And then like some people, if they're monetized, their comments come in completely different from the other people's comments on my notifications.
Oh,
It's really bizarre. Like I don't
yeah,
understand why it does it, but
like every time a big YouTuber commented on my post, I got a notification.
yeah.
Like every time, like Sharmus Prime comments on there, notification. Boog Nice 10 comments on there, notification.
Yeah,
Rocco comments on there, notification. He commented on there a lot.
yeah, he was like, go to this guy's video. Let's bomb his comments or something. I was like, okay, like give him more views. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was watching the video when he said that, and I'm like, thanks, more comments, more engagement, more views.
Yeah.
Like hell yeah, you're helping
Appreciate
me
you
out.
helping my algorithm, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're helping me out, Rocco. Thank you, bud.
Be like, hey, his videos may be obnoxious, but he's a great guy. Helping
Yeah,
spread the love.
I was so laughing because he kept saying, "I love this guy, man. He sold me 11 T-shirts." I'm like, you only sold 11 T-shirts off my video? Like you only sold 11 off my video because like my video had like 30,000 views,
Yeah.
and you have 45,000 subscribers, and you sold 11 shirts off my video.
Yeah. You know, it's weird. Like I could have swore when I first followed him or subscribed to his channel, I thought he was like under 10K. And that was like only maybe 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know how he got that big jump. But then like you're saying too, like, yeah, you look at his videos, it's like the views didn't really move with it.
If you go through and look at his most popular videos, like he has some videos where he has like 140,000 views or whatever on it, but those are the really clickbaity ones.
Yeah. Those are
But
the
yeah,
ones I need to get lessons from him how to
like that, like when he found the red Hulk wave black costume Spider-Man under the shelf at Target.
Yeah.
Like that one has like 150,000 views. That's the one that I discovered Rocco on, actually. I saw that video pop up in my thing. I'm like, let's watch this. And I watch it, and I'm like, God damn, this guy's obnoxious. I'm not watching his videos again. And then I didn't watch him. I didn't watch him again for a few years until we're doing this. And yeah, Cowboy Collector made the list. And then I'm like, hey, I want to add a few more people on here, you know? So we asked some people like Sharmus Prime and stuff who we should add, and Sharmus gave us some suggestions, and we added a few of them. And then I'm like, there's one more guy I want to add on here. Add Rocco the Great. I would love to do it. I just want to talk about this guy because he's one of the bigger toy hunters on YouTube. So I'll talk about him. And like I personally chose to add Rocco on there because
Yeah, because it's like I've seen the toy hunters, like IE Toy Hunters on does toy hunts. Wolfpack Toy Review does toy hunts as well. And there's a lot of people that do them.
Wolfpack was on there too. Wolfpack was on the
That's
list
right.
too.
Yeah. What tier was he? What tier was Wolfpack?
Same tier as you.
Okay, D tier. I thought so because he's Hispanic too. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think him too. I liked his how his whole family's involved in this video. I like that. I like that concept. Like it's just him
Yeah.
and his kids, and if everyone's all in the video together. Like that's a great concept. It's just the actual video quality itself was what brought it down.
Yeah, like well, if you'd watched one of his live streams, like he has ghosts too, so sometimes he has like paranormal stuff go on.
Oh, does he?
Like I'm like, oh man, that gives him an edge on me right there. Like my house isn't haunted.
I didn't watch any of his live streams. I scrolled through his thing. I didn't see a whole lot of them. So I'm like, that's not a big part of his content. So I'm not going to watch one of
Oh, I
his
got
live
you.
streams. But maybe I should have.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
no, he actually, where was I? I think I was in Galveston one day and I happened to pop into his live stream and he was like, hey, he was like, come on my live stream. So I was like, all right.
Nice. See, and then trying to think. Yeah, I wanted to show my face in that video for sure. I wanted everyone to know who I was, and then I doubled down on who I was in the follow up video because I wanted this is who I am. This is where you can find me. This is my name. Like I don't give I don't give a shit. Like you
Yeah,
want to know where I live? You want to know where I live? Just ask me. I'll give you my address.
yeah.
I don't
He's like,
care.
good luck getting here.
Yeah, no one wants to come here, but go ahead. Like I'm not afraid of that. But
Was like when I started doing the toy stuff, like people were asking me too. They're like, man, they're like, you just said your real name, and I was like, I was in a movie and a few TV shows. Like I'm Googleable at this point. Like you can Google me and stuff. All my information is gonna come up. So it's like, I can't really hide who I am at this point.
I just figure there's no point in hiding who I am.
Yeah.
So why even try? Like what's the matter?
Yeah.
But
Mr. Jones says he's gonna hop on next Sunday. Ooh, let's do
nice.
it, Mr. Jones.
But yeah, so it's the whole thing. I can't remember if there's something else I was gonna say, but I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank at the moment. But that video was super fun for me to make. I had a great time making it. I just really, I wish I did really feel bad about hurting some feelings though. I really didn't mean to hurt no one's feelings. I just
So like, and I addressed that I think the weekend. I think maybe the week after you had dropped the video, I missed it because I was doing something else. But I addressed that. Like, you can, if you're putting content out there, you're putting yourself out there for people to have an opinion.
Yeah.
So whether or not they like you or not, you gotta learn to accept other people's opinions. But like people were telling her that she needed to suck it up, and I'm like, she doesn't have to suck it up. We all deal with people's opinions differently. She's entitled to deal with other people's opinions how she wants. So that's kind of where I was like, people don't really have a right to tell her to suck it up. But as a creator, you do have to acknowledge that there will be people out there that don't like your content. It's plain and simple.
That's exactly that. And yeah, I never said to suck it up. Like I did kind of feel like a dick again though in the follow-up video because I moved almost everybody else I apologized to, but she stayed in the same place. And I'm like, she was literally the only one that I could not watch 5 videos from.
She has and she has a different style. And it might be for some others, not for everyone. Yeah.
I said that in the follow-up video too. I'm like, I'm not saying that because I don't like her. I don't like these people that you should not like them either. I'm saying it's just not for me. But like I was able to sit through 5 obnoxious Rocco videos. I was able to sit through 5 racist talker art videos. You know, I
Yeah.
was, but I couldn't sit through 5 of her videos. I don't know why. It's not because she's a woman.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people were like too, like, it's because she's a woman. Like, no, like to me, it's harder for a woman to be a collector because
They get a lot of hate
dude,
already as it is.
yeah, dudes are like, oh, this is a male world, like you don't have space here, and it's kind of like, okay,
It's
yeah, she
kind of
does,
bullshit, but yeah.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, if Rocco was Rocco the Obnoxious, and you called him obnoxious, that makes sense. Like he's calling himself out, but she's calling herself annoying you with friendship. Like you gotta learn, you gotta know it's gonna not mesh well with some people.
Yeah, I mean, and the annoying part of her name was fitting. It is. I really couldn't get into it. Okay, I don't like dogs very much, right? Like,
Oh, I'm taking you off the stream now. Then we're a dog. No, I'm just kidding.
so because like I like old dogs because they're super calm and chill, But like
Yeah.
young dogs, too crazy. They walk up and they just like excitement and it's too positive. And I'm talking about that right now, Marcus. So I log into her video and it's like I'm being greeted by a super obnoxious, excited dog. It makes me super, it annoys me.
I,
And
I think you somehow made it worse by
I
saying
did, I did, I did, I did.
it's okay. She doesn't watch my channel. Sorry.
But
No, I
no,
get it though.
like
She comes at you fast, and
that fast and too excited, not
yeah,
maybe not too excited, but just. I use the dog just because I can't think of another better example at the moment because it's fucking midnight. But but yeah, it's just too high energy, too fast, and it's too like overly positive. And then on top of that, and then you watch the rest of her video, and women can absolutely know just as much as men in a toy hobby. They in any hobby, you can a woman can be a better toy reviewer than a man easily.
dude, I
Just
think a lot of the women customizers put a
oh,
lot of dudes to shame. Like,
they are like Christina Conan or whatever her name is.
yeah, and
Super
then I
great
think
customizer.
Nikki Customs or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so but a lot of the females who are on YouTube doing toy videos really aren't putting the a lot of the focus is on them in their videos and less so on the toys. Like almost every female YouTuber for action figures, it's is them and the toys right here, and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
this is the toy. Elbows
Close
bent
up
like
of his
this."
face. Yeah.
Yeah, it's elbows bent like. Well, some of them are like some of that. That's Bella's toy chest you just did, but
Yeah,
some of them, yeah.
I'm gonna start reviewing the toys right next to my nuts.
But yeah, so like, yeah, I'm not here for you. I'm not here for your face. I'm here for toy. Um,
Yeah.
like if you just reviewed a toy, like how not like in the more typical way where it's not about the person. Yeah, exactly. It's a slow kind of guy. I hit that curb going like 70, bro. It was bad. It was bad.
So annoying you with friendships videos come at you like Joey's car to a curb. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, basically. So it's like, and then yeah, maybe if she did the video in a more typical review style, maybe it'd be a little bit better. But even then, she's still super excited and super in your face with excitement, and it's annoying.
Yeah, and like sometimes I wonder if that's an act that they're putting on for the video. Because like with my videos, because people are like Unparalleled Universe. Wade had well, I had a Spider-Man video that had got like a good amount of views because I got the retro card of Spider-Man early. So I did a review. Jay Hernandez pushed it on his video, on his live stream. Wade started looking at my videos, liked them, was like, "Hey man, you want to come on my live stream?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, I'll come on your live stream." And he had to cancel because he got sick that day. But I went ahead and live streamed because I was like, well, I told people I'd be on, so let me live stream anyway. He jumped into my chat to see, or to the show, tuned in, and he hit me up afterwards. He was like, bro, he goes, I was kind of like nervous because I was like, man, I asked this dude to do my show with me, and I'm like, I don't know if he's just talks real slow like that all the time or if it's an act. And he's like, but you held on your own for your live stream. So I was like, all right, I can have him on my show and it'll be all right. But like he was confused. Like some people were confused too. They're like, man, like you really just talk that slow and dumb? Like, and I'm like, nah, it's part of the act. Like I want to entertain people, so it's the entertainment part. I did, however, start speeding up my reviews just because I want to start getting content out more. And if I have longer videos, I have longer pauses and stuff like that. It just takes more time for me to get content out. So I've kind of like pushed more to speaking at a regular speed. Also because you said that I need to make shorter bit. No, I'm just kidding.
I was waiting for that part.
No, it's and I think I told you that too, right? Like when I was making like the videos that were under 5 minutes, YouTube really wouldn't push them. And when I started making longer videos, YouTube was pushing them. So I was like, well, I guess I gotta make more do it that way. But I found that the sweet spot is more like between 7 to 11 minutes.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah,
they still push them. I'm still able to get all that stuff out. It's called being thorough, Joey. You know?
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like a Marvel Legend review doesn't need to be fucking 15, 20 minutes long unless you're super entertaining, you know? But if you're reviewing like a hot toy or something,
yeah,
or like a HasLab thing or something, or a Transformer even,
like
it's
Mezco, I
different.
actually try to go quick, but they have so many accessories, and I'm like, man, I gotta explain all these accessories.
Yeah, like Mezco should be a little bit longer, and then Hot Toys longer and stuff like that. Stuff that's super detailed, like most Marvel Legends use the same body, so it's like, why do I need to see a 16-minute video about a Bucky Cat body figure?
Yeah. Yeah, like I get it. Like if it's the same body, but they've added some sort of sculpting that prevents it from doing something. Like the AOA Cyclops, he can't bend his arm past like 30 degrees or something like that. Yeah. Like that's good to know. Like that new stuff is good to know.
It's good to know, but that still shouldn't take more than 15 minutes or more than 10 minutes, Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only time that it should be like you should point out the articulation on an older body.
Even someone like Kang. Like Kang's all unique sculpts except for his arms. Oh no, his arms were unique first, but now they're talking for Doctor Strange. But still, like,
yeah,
brand new figure should still take maybe 12 minutes at most.
Yeah,
because it's still a basic figure overall. I mean, it's still a basic Marvel Legend, But like Galactus coming out, that reviews, those reviews are going to be at least 20 minutes probably for Galactus reviews. But
like because I got the HasLab Sentinel and I never reviewed it because so many people got it before me that there was just I felt it was flooded with videos for the Sentinel review. I think Robo's review video was probably the best one that was out there because he was the first one to talk about the knees and stuff like that and how to fix it. But yeah, I just felt like by the time I got it, I was like, there doesn't need to be a review for this figure. Like the only reason I did Doc Ock and Silk was so I could just mention that I'm shilling for Hasbro at this point or whatever. Like, hey, you want to send me stuff? I'll tell you whatever. Because there's so many people with this whole anti-shill thing or whatever. It's like, all right, well, now I'm gonna go against those people.
Yeah,
and purposely do it. Plus, I have stock in Hasbro, so hey, buy Hasbro.
I haven't watched your Doc Ock Silk video. I've been so far behind on my watch later list on YouTube because of that video, dude. It's like that video put me so far behind, and then between that video and then going on work trips and then other trips and all this shit. It's just been like my watch later list is usually no more than like 26 videos. I usually keep up with it, but right now it's at 300 and something, 340 videos. I'm super behind. So it's gonna be about a month till I get to your Silk Doc Ock music video.
You're gonna get to that video and be like, why is it this figure's old? What?
I don't watch reviews to like I don't watch reviews for someone to like make me buy a toy.
Yeah.
I already know I want the toy. I just watch it because it's funny. I like hearing other people's opinions on things that I like.
That's why I watch videos. I'm not gonna lie. The Amazing's photos at the end make me want to buy figures that I had no interest in. And it's like, crap. Like he does it. Jay Hernandez will also, but usually Jay Hernandez does Marvel Legends, so I'm buying the figure anyway. He just did the Hell Witch, which I'm waiting on mine.
Oh,
like, mine got delayed somehow. Like
Hell Witch. Is that the loose collector?
Yeah, that's the loose collector one.
I need to watch that video. I need to watch that. There's sometimes I'm like, I need to watch this review like right now because it's like super irritating. So I skip ahead and watch it. But like I usually for my S tier guys, I usually go and watch their videos.
I see.
Like immediately. Everyone else I watch later on.
Yeah,
I think you're actually the only person I put in D tier that I'm subscribed to. So
yeah, that's sweet. That's dope. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, and I appreciate all feedback, and but like I said, I've been doing entertainment stuff for years, so it's like I understand that, and what you were doing was feedback, not necessarily like because people are like, oh, criticism, like that's not quite like he was just saying what his opinion was. Other people might share the same sentiment, so it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And I know because I one time put out a review video and more people showed up on my live stream than saw the video. I was like, hey, what's going on? No, but I mean,
Mr. Cortez.
Was that?
Mr. Cortez asked the highlighted question there.
Oh yeah. I do want to back that.
And for me, it depends, man. Like I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan. Ghost Rider is actually currently my favorite Marvel character.
Oh, okay.
But Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider is not.
A friend of mine, her cousin played Robbie Reyes in the
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah.
That's dope.
And I was like, oh, this is dope. But she was like, yeah, but he's not like, he's my cousin because we're related. He's not my cousin. Like we hung out all the time. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Robbie Reyes because he's Mexican, but but no, it's just I don't like I like the classic comics, so I try to do a cutoff thing where like if it appeared after like this certain year, I don't really collect it. And Robbie Reyes just happens to be like after that cutoff year, so he's like, so unless it comes with like other figures that I want other than Robbie Reyes, then I'm not gonna get it. But if it comes with if it comes with like a Dan Ketch Ghost Rider and like maybe a human Johnny Blaze or something, like I'll get it.
Comes with MCU Eva Mendes. She wasn't in MCU. Was she Sony verse?
Yeah, so Sony. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. Sony owned Ghost Rider and Spider-Man, and Fox owned everybody else basically, and then Marvel. Except for the fucking Avengers, and Marvel owned the Avengers characters. Like that's wild. And Universal owned the Hulk and Namor.
Oh, did they? Oh, I guess they did hold Hulk, right?
Well, they still own Hulk to this day.
Oh, okay.
That's why the Hulk can only appear in group movies.
Oh, okay.
He can't get a solo movie unless Universal makes it.
We've already seen what they do with that. So.
Yeah, and then Namor is probably the same thing because Namor and Hulk have been owned by Universal since like the 70s.
Oh, okay. Dang.
And Like
It-
Marvel signed like a lifetime deal with Universal back then for those characters. Like,
that makes sense. They were struggling, so they need the money.
yeah,
I understand. I was in college once, and we do some things. I blew a tranny once in college. Oh, I was at ITT Tech when my transmission went out. So it's true, but no, but like did you see the picture of Namor and the guy who writes Namor? Like he's an older guy. He posted a picture of the actor's back, and then like he posted a picture of himself butt naked, and was like, I shouldn't look better. The writer of Namor shouldn't look better than the actor who plays Namor.
I did not see that. No, I didn't.
It was really bizarre. I'm like, why are you naked? You could have just showed your back as well. Like I don't. Yeah,
That's funny.
it was
How
on Twitter where I saw that.
how's the? I'm not on Twitter. That's probably why I didn't see it. How's that
Okay.
voting thing going for your comedian thing?
Oh, so I will be performing this Tuesday, during in the semifinals.
Nice.
So the cool thing about it is the club has new owners and they signed a partnership with this company called Helium Comedy. And so anybody who's in the semifinals has an opportunity to have their content put on Helium's networks, like their radio stations and web shows and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that that's what they're going to do. They're going to record and put it out somewhere. So
Yeah,
try to whore myself out.
I see. Yeah, Mr. Cortez, Hulk is Universal, and then Marcus. No, the only thing that worked out is that Hulk can appear in like Thor, or he can appear in She-Hulk, or he can appear in the Avengers. So World War Hulk movie would probably be like someone else's movie. Well, Thor World War Hulk, or Iron Man World War Hulk. You know what I mean? It's gonna be something like that probably.
Lucky Butter was some great advice here. You can't trust a man that goes cheeks out of here.
You ever met someone
Oh,
who does that? It's fucking weird, dude.
yeah, it is. I used to work at Target doing maintenance, so I had to
Oh,
fix toilet stuff all the time and check things, and I'd see that. Saw an old guy one time roll up his shorts leg as high as he could, so he didn't have to pull his pants down, like peed out the leg of his pants, of his shorts.
damn, that's fucking gross.
I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, it's just so bizarre. And I wasn't like staring at him, but he was like, like making noise. I looked over and I'm like, that's really what this fool's doing? Like, struggling
I
to pull him up.
I used to work at Walgreens, and so that was cool to find figures when I worked at Walgreens. But God, every other shift, we'd switch off. I worked in the photo department, so I'd always print pictures out. And then so it always switched off every night. Like one night I'd have to clean the bathrooms, and the next night the cashier cleans the bathrooms, and vice versa. I fucking hated doing the bathrooms at Walgreens. Shit was
Yeah.
awful. I swear there's one day I go in there, clean the bathrooms, I go to the women's restroom, and I swear there's a fucking guinea pig sized fucking turd in the toilet. Like not just length. I'm talking about like width. This thing is like
It had a lot of girth to it, a lot of girth.
I'm like, how did that thing? It's like like this big around and like that long. I'm like, how the fuck did this thing come out of a person? Like, what the fuck?
Was
I'm
like,
like,
Mr. Cortez is right here at HEB. I one time at Target had to fix a toilet so they were the industrial toilets, and one of our interns said that it was broken. And I was like, gross, she probably had it sprayed all over her. And they were like, no, she didn't get dirty, blah, blah, whatever. I go in and I check the toilet and I flush it. And right where someone was sitting, she was a hefty woman. So where she would have been sitting, a jet stream just like shot straight up, like of dirty water. And I was like, she had to have got it on her back or something. And they're like, no, she's good, she's good. And I'm like, why is she wearing a jacket? It's like 100 degrees outside. So I was like, I'm pretty sure she got it all up her back, but yeah.
It's gross. But yeah, so I'm there at the Walgreens, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking awful. I flush the toilet, and it's like having a hard time going down. I'm like, God, this is awful. This isn't even my shit. This is awful. And so like, I get to go. It goes down. I'm like, cool. 2 days later, I clean the bathrooms again. I go in there. I'm like, God damn, there's another fucking guinea pig in the toilet. What the fuck? And so I flush it. Toilet fucking breaks. Like it goes down and gets stuck or something, and the fucking like pipes burst up the fuck. I'm like, what the fuck?
See, and that's why, like Mr. Cortez here, I hated going to the women's bathroom. Yes, the women's restroom was always way dirtier than the
women's
men.
restrooms are always and women are the gross ones. Like men never shit on the floor in the bathroom. Women shit on the floor.
But women or men don't also like just have bloody tampon on the toilet paper holder.
Blood everywhere. It's fucking awful, dude. I hate that shit.
I'm like, what are they doing? Having a Mortal Kombat tournament in here? It's like, God, there's so much blood.
Fuck, yeah.
Someone go check on this woman. She's probably pale and passed out somewhere. Get her some apple juice.
Hey, I swear, Lucky. I don't understand how this physically came out of a person. Like, I don't know how it did. Yeah, it was fucking weird, and they did it 2 days. Like, I'm like, I bet it was someone that worked at Walgreens. Like,
it was a coworker. It was a bow-legged lady.
Because it was there twice in 1 week. It's got to be someone that works there.
Or it could have been someone who worked somewhere near there and only chunked the deuce in your bathroom.
Oh, it's that bitch from Wendy's. I knew it.
Yes. She's like, I can't help it. The Baconator fries make me go. This is the Ayatollah says, I hate to see what I call floaters when people flush, but one floater remains spinning in his sleep. It's like trapped in a Bermuda Triangle.
It's fucking awful. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with any of that shit anymore, man.
Yeah. You know what sucks though? Right before the pandemic happened, we were in an older building at work, and our toilet started like overflowing. And I had told a coworker previously that I worked at Target doing toilet stuff.
Oh,
they're like,
that's a mistake.
You should go fix it. I'm like, I want to fix this. Like, I'm actually paid to tell other people to do stuff. Maybe I can just tell someone else to do it.
That's a mistake. Yeah.
I ended up taking the toilet apart and shutting off the water. And they were like, you knew how to do that? I'm like, yeah, it's in my resume.
That's me at work too. Like, so for 2 years, I worked at Frito-Lay as a forklift driver. I go work at my current job. I'm forklift certified. Whatever. So we have a forklift at work. I'm not telling my bosses like that I drive forklift because here, so at Frito-Lay I was moving chips.
Yeah.
Here I'm moving $1 million dinosaurs. So if I fuck it up, like I'm not no one needs to know that I know how to forklift drive.
Yeah, no one's gonna be like, oh, Joe, you broke this. Take the chips home. They're not gonna be like, oh, Joe, you broke this. Go to take this jaw home. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like when I worked at Target, I had to sign off on people driving the forklifts. And so I had a job where they were like, you know how to drive a forklift? I was like, I'm like, nope, don't want to do it. I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah. Plus, like, the forklift at my work now is different than my forklift at Frito-Lay. I had a stand-up forklift over there.
Oh, yeah.
And then, and out here it's a sit-down forklift, so it's a little bit different, but.
Yeah, so we had that kind. We had the walk-behind forklift.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, yeah. you couldn't have a space to sit or stand on it. You had to walk behind it.
I actually really enjoyed like working at Frito-Lay. That's a pretty cool place to work. Pretty good.
Yeah, like when I did maintenance at Target, it was cool because I got to use the trash compactor because I had the key to it. Dude, I would throw all kinds of stuff in there.
I bet. We have
Like I would sit in there and then place fluorescent bulbs in there carefully, just so I get that trash compactor and watch everything explode in there. That's what they get for giving a 19-year-old that power to do that stuff.
Yeah, we have a barrel crusher at work, and like I'm carrying like 200 gallon drums barrels, full of like pure A and B parts of plastic and foam. That's what all the casts are made out of. And I carry those big barrels downstairs when they're empty, put them in the trash compactor, and you're totally supposed to close the door when you do it, and
Yeah.
But we learned that if you leave the door open, you just press the button as if the door is closed. You can watch the can get crushed, and you're like, yeah, it's like a big soda can getting crushed right there. This is awesome. What else can we crush in this thing?
Dude, I crushed a couch in our trash compactor one time.
Crushed a what?
A couch. Like someone dumped a couch behind the Target that I worked at. And I was like, I'm totally throwing that in the trash compactor. And one of the other maintenance guys was like, dude, we're not supposed to do that. And I go, I want to see what it does. So I sat it in there like it was a living room set. And I was like, hit the button.
That's fucking funny.
Let's see. Mr. Cortez said, I worked at Home Depot once. The slide forklift is the one you stand on. What? We didn't have that fancy stuff, man. All right, let's see. All right, Joey, it's 150. Or my time is 150.
It's 12:50 here.
Oh, okay. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, it's a long live stream, but it was fun talking, man. You're a cool guy to talk to and shit. So. Yeah,
this was actually my least favorite live stream ever. This will be D tier. No, but
I'm still waiting for you to go. I'm still waiting for that video with you and David, man.
I know. Well, yeah, I'm hoping to see it soon. Hopefully, he gets it edited up. I know he's a busy dude too, so.
Yeah, videos every day type of guy. So.
All right, there goes Sabatine says he got a dip as well. Have a great weekend. Yeah, appreciate it.
I gotta go to work in the morning, so.
Marcus G, Mr. Cortez, Lucky Butter, Loki, IE Toy Hunter. Who else was here? Mr. Jones, Rick Jones. I try to name everybody. I can't remember everyone. But yeah, appreciate all of y'all. I'll try to get some more content out there, and we'll see what happens.
Cool, guys. Thanks for having me on here.
Yeah, shout out to Joey. Popcorn Cordial was also here. Shout out to Joey for popping on when I needed a guest the most.
Yeah.
Mark G says, miss y'all, stay girthy, don't make burrito-sized poos. All good advice.
No promises on that part, though.
Yeah, exactly. All right, though, everyone, y'all have a great night. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time.